and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. Hello, Good morning. Thank you for joining us on your favorite breakfast show, Perspective on ConsumerHallaTV, where we have conversations about all pressing and burning issues making the rounds. Amiri Ayomikunle Eke.
All right, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us for Perspective this morning once again on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Kike Lomo Ajibola. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Kike.
Good morning.
Okay, let's move to the conversation of this morning. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says the country's moribund refineries will return to operation and, more importantly, become profitable. The former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, however, remained deeply skeptical, arguing that the government ownership and management have repeatedly failed and that public-private partnership offer a better model.
Well, the debate centers are on the Port Harcourt, Warri and Kaduna refineries, assets that have been consumed enormous public resources over the last years, but have struggled to deliver sustained commercial production. Obasanjo has cited his experience in government, including attempts to bring Shell into the refineries, and he reported $750 million offered by Aliko Dangote for a 51% stake in 2 refineries, which was later reversed. He also claimed that about $16 billion has subsequently been spent on refineries rehabilitation.
But petroleum marketers are backing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Petron and Ipman argued that Nigeria should not abandon strategic national asset because previous rehabilitation efforts failed. They believe a different financial and technical structure, including competent technical partners and private sector involvement in management, could make the facilities viable.
And that brings us to the central question this morning. Is Nigeria finally on the path to fixing its old refineries? Or are we preparing for another expensive cycle of rehabilitation without profitability? Because for consumers, the issue is bigger than political disagreement. It is about fuel prices, energy security, foreign exchange, jobs, government spending, and whether Nigeria can finally refine its own crude efficiently.
All right, to help us understand this matter, we are joined with Mr. Okadike Chinedu, Public Relations Officer, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Ipman. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Okadike. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, my brother. How are you?
All right. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Okadike.
Yeah, thank you, Chief Okadike.
Oh, Chief Okadike. All right, Chief
Yes,
Okadike,
yes.
thank you so much for joining us, sir. Now, let's begin this with the key issue, because President Tinubu has made it clear that, simply producing smoke from a refinery is not enough. And his administration says the real measure of success must be whether the refineries can operate sustainably and generate value. So that raises some critical question. What exactly is different this time? And can the government prevent another waste of public funds?
There's one thing I have to give to Tinubu. Um, that thing is perseverance. Mr. President is very, very perseverance. Any statement he has made, pre and post election. I will recall that when the independent marketers paid him a visit before this election, when he was consulting all the stakeholders who were opportune to be invited by his presidential campaign team, that was there. And emphatically, I want to say vehemently, Mr. President stated clearly that the issue of deregulation will be handled in his administration and he will remove petroleum subsidy. There is no going back. And on the day of his media speech, Mr. President announced the removal of subsidy. And that is where we are today. So I want to tell you that this is a president that when he makes speeches, he will ensure that he will follow it up. Also ensure that he will actualize it. Today, the issue of is on. The removal of subsidies no longer petroleum equalization fund is gone, and Nigerians are facing the realities of the market. So for him to have come out and said he must have to ensure that these our premium for refineries must come back alive. I want to tell you this one, it's a policy statement. The other one some stakeholders are worried about is that so many presidents has come and have tried to make such statements, and at the end of the day, they went back with tales of stories and all the rest of them. But Mr. President, in his wisdom, after he has overlooked and overviewed all the incentives surrounding the working of the refinery, has come out to openly say that he is going to ensure that these are four refineries work. That is the beauty of democracy. That is a statement that is coming from a leader who wants to see that his people will no longer be suffering, because there is no way you can implement deregulation without bringing in so many other refineries to compete with the existing refineries that you have. Where you have this competition, it will drive product availability, it will also drive price descendants. So that is what I want to say, that it is a welcome development. We welcome this, but also we are still alive, and God will give us, grant us His infinite mercy. Uh, Maybe for Mr. President to win the second term and be able to actualize this.
Thank you so much, Chief. And it's very, very important that development is a conversation that we have in Nigeria very frequently. But then this conversation is also very important. It's not just about starting up the refinery, because the former
Well,
president of the
I
country.
can hear you clearly. Can
Hear
hear
me
you.
now?
Okay, I
Can
can
you
hear you
hear
now.
me?
Go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. I said it's very,
Yeah, I
very
can hear
important that
you.
development is a conversation in Nigeria, because this is something that we need, especially with the way the economy is going. And it is also very encouraging to see the president, putting his best foot forward to make these refineries work. But then the former president of the country, former president Olusegun Obasanjo, is strongly saying that this cannot work. So what do you think? Do you yourself believe that the Port Harcourt's Warri and Kaduna refineries can realistically become profitable under the current plan? Because it's a different thing for us to say, oh, we want to bring it back up. It's another thing for it to be profitable, just like even the president himself has said. So what exactly is different that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will do that will make this a profitable asset for us in Nigeria?
I earlier stated clearly that this is a president that has will. This is a president that does not want to know the consequences of either the cabal or those who are hell-bent in ensuring that the refinery will not work. I think he have assembled all of them and have told them, maybe privately or publicly, that this refinery is going to work. No matter whatever you could say, it's not going to work. I want to tell you that successive presidents have tried to remove subsidy. Protests were staged, communique were served, court action was initiated, but this president came and said subsidy must go. And it took the man that has the willpower for governance. It's not about saying something and you will not see how make sure that it's being implemented. He's ready to implement what he has said. And he has looked at the whole thing surrounding this issue of whether the refinery will work and the refinery will not work. I have decided to come out and make a public statement. I remember during Jonathan, they turned around maintenance. It got trillions of naira. And at the end of the day, we see smoke. At the end of the day, nothing happened. During Buhari came with a very firm and vehement statement that the refinery must work because he served as a minister of oil and gas during the military regime. But it didn't work. They merely go to the refinery and use wood to put smoke on the chimney, and people would jubilate. And at the end of the day, nothing happens. Only commissioning of that refinery, the Warri and Potaba refinery, only going to commission them. Federal governments did not spend anything less than 30 to 40 billion to commission it. And those refineries that are being commissioned could not produce 20 liter kerosene or PMS or automatic gasoline oil, AGO, could not produce that. So now, you were not asking, what is the difference? The difference is that this man said subsidy will go, and subsidy have gone. Now, we have clapped for that. The deregulation of setting. Competition is everywhere. People no longer go and queue in NNPC filling stations. Everybody now is competing. But the problem we are having, which is the problem of this deregulation, is one source of petroleum product, which is what he wants to tackle. The one source of petroleum product as today is Dangote. And I want to also tell you that he has been trying to ensure that at least he meet up with a sufficient period of production. So since he started, even when there is war in Hormuz, there's always scarcity. But when more refineries come into play, like the 4 refineries, and they are all producing, I also want to let you know that we are buying 1,200 today. Like at 350 because there will be competition. If Dangote doesn't bring down his price, they will refine their price. If Dangote do not bring down, whatever will bring down, independent marketers, anywhere the price is or cheaper, will go there and buy. Because we want to maximize profit. So now that Mr. President into the casing that is holding the Potako refinery, Warri refinery, Kaduna refinery from not working, and have decided to unveil it. If there are mafia, is going to unveil it. If there are if he's bringing in the Chinese to take over the refinery, is going to do that. I want to put one example parallel while I'm discussing this issue of Potako refinery. Because if you look at Element Petrochemical, Element Petrochemical was set aside, was abandoned, was moribund, until the Romans came in. And I want to tell you that since the Romans came into the Element refinery, Petrochemical, that refinery Petrochemical have never shut for one day. There is heavy production. As I'm talking to you now, trucks are going to load and come out, loading after loading types of petrochemical products. The Indoremas came and turned a Moropan refinery that was around for over 10 to 15 years in Eleme, turn it around. What was the magic? So now, Mr. President is trying to bring in his swagger stick to resurrect this refinery that had been buried and their posts had been intact. He wants to resurrect it. It's enough for us to encourage him and say it's not going to be possible. But to encourage what the independent marketers will do to ensure that these refineries are working to the betterment of all the Nigerians, including our people, because our business is dying. We will encourage that. That is why we are supporting that statement and policy. That is also why, even if it's possible, and we're also calling for Mr. President's second term to ensure that that refinery, because it's going to help us, it's going to rebuild Nigeria, it's going to reduce our quest for importation of petroleum products, it's going to reduce the chase for dollar in terms of imports.
Refinery will help us. And looking at the situation of things, all right, Chief, looking at the situation of things, just like you said, we know that this refinery will really help us. And looking at the history in the past, former president said he spent over $16 billion for the rehabilitation. And we know that Nigeria has reportedly spent billions of dollars rehabilitating these refineries over the years. So how do we prevent another round of waste this time that our president is insisting that he will do the refineries to work effectively?
Well, if Peter didn't pass WAEC, that does not mean that Paul should not try WAEC. You understand me? One that they're supposed to be held accountable to that, because if you put in money as a president, you must give an executive order. You must declare a state of emergency on that refinery to ensure that that money you put will have a resultant effect. It's not our business. You should go and return the money, or maybe I don't want to use some language that are not conversant in public debate. But I want to appeal that whatever is his experience spending such amount of money, he should, as quickly as possible, reach Mr. President, who the whole bulk now lies on his table, and give him those experiences so that the man who is going to face this man, who are there to besiege our refineries and make Nigeria suffer, how can we be? What can we have an oil and we are dependent on importing oil? Every day people are struggling that they want to give us import license. We have a refinery. And Mr. President has identified that our problem is to ensure that this refinery is working. So let us allow Peter, who has faith, to go and rethink, and allow Paul, who have read well and is determined, to go in and see whether he can be able to pass. We are businessmen, we don't try it. If we do today, there's no businessman in this country that have not done 1 or 2, 3 products. If he tries this one, doesn't work, he tried to sell plantain. If it doesn't work, he tried to sell aka. Any of this will work. We have tried the former president in deregulation. It did not work. The president came and brought out and threw away all this tripping and all the rest of them, and remove subsidy, and decided to normalize this. Said the best way, which the refinery would have, what we would have done first before the removal of subsidy. But whatever way, I don't have any problem about that. I still want to say, let us give him a chance. If others have failed, let us support him. With the other people who the failures experience, let us support him to see whether this our president will do well.
Thank you so much, Chief Okadike, for that beautiful response right there. And it is very, very important that we give chances as long as it's going to benefit us in the long run. And this is a conversation that would benefit every Nigerians in the long run. But now let's take a look at it from another angle entirely, because this is a public enterprise and it has been for a long time. But do you think if privatization comes into it a bit, it can solve the management problems that have historically affected this refinery, or you think that it should still remain a federal government asset alone without having privatization come into it? What do you think about that?
Well, privatization is very, very good, but there must be, this is one thing that owns Nigeria very well. Privatization is good, but we must have to be very, very careful how we privatize, because you also know that oil and gas drives an economy of this country. So we don't privatize things and take it to the hands of entrepreneurs who will want to use all they have to take over everything about this country and not just poverty. Yes, now if we are privatizing, Nigerians can also have a stake in the privatization to be able to control the price so that it will not lead to unnecessary and drastic inflation in the country, whereby the privatizing the refinery will now aid to only export. We are not the export costs. That is another thing we have to guide against. So we want whereby the but it will give us what we want.
Chief Okadike Chinedu.
With guidance from the federal government.
That was a beautiful one from you, Chief Okadike Chinedu. Thanks so much for your time, and we hope to see this one work this time around.
Absolutely, very, very important that these conversations are actually had, because Nigerians would really want to know what exactly is the state of the public refinery and what is the government, what is the prospect, what do they want to do, so that this can help Nigerians, especially with the high cost of fuel in the country.
All right, Chief Okadike Chinedu, it's about time for you to go to let you go this morning. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you on another edition to come.
Yeah, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. And I want to thank you for also bringing up this topic. We must have faith in this country. We must do to support governance. As individuals, government is for some few people. It is all of us. So we must remain and focus to government policies and how these government policies will better the life of me and you citizens. A lot of people are seeing a lot of hardship today, and there's no return on investment. So anything that can be able to bring governance close to the people and water the of Nigerians. Thank you very much for this wonderful. God bless you.
Do well to enjoy the rest of your day, Chief Okadike Chinedu. That was our guest on the conversation this morning, Chief Okadike Chinedu, joining us on the conversation about NNPC refineries. Continuable proof Obasanjo wrong, and our guest is the Public Relations Officer, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN. The refinery debate is no longer simply about whether Nigeria can switch this plant back on.
The real test is whether they can operate consistently, process crude efficiently, compete commercially, and deliver measurable value to Nigerians, as President Tinubu has taken responsibility for making the refineries work, while Obasanjo has challenged the government to reconsider the model through which these assets are managed.
The petroleum marketers believe another attempt can succeed, while some energy experts continue to favor privatization. But ultimately, the refineries, not political statements, will have to provide the answer. And can Nigeria finally make its refinery work? That is the question. And this is where we end perspective on today's edition. Thank you so much for joining us, Amiri Ayomikoleke.
I'm Kike Alomo Ajibola. Thank you so much for watching us this morning once again. And to join us for another perspective, please follow us across all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, ConsumerHalla, and also head over to our TikTok account at ConsumerHallaTV. Thank you for staying connected.
Thank you for joining us on ConsumerHallaTV News this hour. I am Ayomikole Ike. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will chair the third high-level roundtable on critical minerals development in Africa next month in Manhattan. The African Mineral Strategy Group convened the upcoming summit to address how African nations can retain greater value from their mineral resources instead of exporting them in raw forms. The high-level gathering will take place on September 21, 2026, alongside the 81st session of the United Nations General Assembly. Global investors, African leaders, development finance executives, and technology representatives will discuss strategies to enhance industrial cooperation and regional manufacturing capacity across the continent. Organizers noted that major economies are actively seeking to secure supply for the vital minerals required for electric vehicles and advanced technologies. Nigeria and other African countries hold a substantial deposit of essential materials like lithium, cobalt, and graphite to drive the industrial transition. The federal government invested 6,470 billion naira in a strategic infrastructure development between June 2023 and December 2025. According to official performance records, major highway construction projects absorb more than half of the total capital expenditure. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway received the largest funding allocation at 2,230 billion naira. Among the selected projects, the Sokoto-Badagry Superhighway follows with 1,111 billion naira, while the Trans-Sahara Superhighway accounted for 489 billion naira. The government officials explained that these fiscal allocations were deployed to cushion the economic impact of fuel subsidy removals and currency reforms. Finance Minister Taiwo Idele confirmed that this reform policy successfully generated 15,800 billion naira in overall savings for the Federation. The Federal Ministry of Livestock Development expressed a serious concern regarding the severe funding constraints that have hindered various agricultural programs. Director of Information Area and Town Concord revealed that the ministry has not received capital disbursements since 2024. This financial limitation has delayed the implementation of multiple development projects aimed at transforming the livestock subsector into a major economic pillar. Despite these budgetary hurdles, ministry officials managed to execute the targeted interventions in several states across the Federation. Recent regional distributions included 100 breeding heifers delivered to farmers in Enugu State and an equivalent number provided in Delta State. Ministry representative urged relevant authorities to increase financial allocation to unlock the vast commercial potential within the national livestock industry. Before we end the news, state governors across the 36 states are encountering intense public pressure regarding the utilization of expanded revenue allocations. Financial records from the Federal Ministry of Finance indicated that the Federation account distributed 47 trillion naira over the past 3 years. Cumulative disbursement across all three tiers of government reached 93 trillion naira between 2017 and 2025, with more than half distributed following recent economic reforms. Policy analysts argued that this historic revenue increase have not proportionally elevated the rising cost of living for citizens. Critics maintain that subnational leaders must demonstrate greater transparency and accountability in executing public projects that directly impact grassroots populations. The civil society organization continues to demand comprehensive public report detailing how increased FAC allocations are translating into tangible social development. And now we have come to the end of the news this hour. I am Iri Ayomikole, aka Good Morning.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. You have the right to be heard, absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brand on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello consumers, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy here, Iremofeko Foworola, and you know what? They call me the AWUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AWUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AWUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers, and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that is so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AWUF packages. Peace.
Public service announcement. Hello consumers, I am Kikelomo Ajibola and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on Consumer Alert.
Hello consumers, for many Nigerians, noodles are a quick and convenient meal, especially when you're too tired or you are too lazy to cook and you just need to eat. But with so many brands out there, but today, as we do it, we ask consumers to choose their choice. But today we'll be listing top 5 brands that consumers are familiar with, and they will be the one to tell us their preferred choice, from Indomie instant noodles to Golden Penny to Minimi to Mimi and Chicken. Consumer will be putting them to a test whereby they will be telling us which brand is their preferred choice and why do they prefer it. But then there will be a little twist. Our consumers are aware of the intake of too much of noodles in their system, how harmful it is to the body. We want to find out whether consumers are conscious of what they take or whether they are aware of what they eat and take to the body. I am Elizabeth Abefe and I'm on the street of Lagos, where we'll be asking consumers what do they know about noodles and which brand of noodles is their preferred choice. Let's go find out. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so what is the name?
My name is Advocacy.
Okay, now do you eat noodles?
Yes.
So how often do you eat it?
Not really. I'm not really a fan of noodles. Yeah.
Okay.
Just once in a while.
Okay, now I'll be listing some brands and I want you to tell me your preferred choice. We have Indomie instant noodles, we have Golden Penny, we have Mimi, we have Minimi, we have Chicken. So which one is your preferred choice? Minimi?
Yeah.
For how long have you been eating this brand?
Not really long. Maybe like 2 years, 3 years though.
How do you get to know about this brand?
Most times, televisions, adverts, and all.
Okay, so why do you like Minimi Indomie?
Nothing much. Not really. Just like a random Indomie that everyone knows the brand. Yeah.
There must be a reason why you prefer that brand to another. So is it the taste or is it how you prepare it?
How I prepare it.
So apart from this, have you tasted other brand before?
Yes, that's chicken. Yeah.
So what difference can you say between them?
I don't really know, but I prefer Minimi than chicken because it has like Minimi is kind of more sweeter than yeah.
Okay. So I want to. What's your combo that you love enjoying with your noodles, or you don't have any combo? You just eat it away.
Noodles, if I want to prepare noodles, I put all these salad ingredients, all these fried rice ingredients, chicken, egg, anyone, yes.
Enjoyment. Okay, now I want you to rate this brand over 10 on how you enjoy it. How will you rate your favorite noodles over 10?
10.
10.
Yeah, it's a 10.
You're giving them 10.
Yeah, it's a 10.
Okay, if there's anything you want noodles manufacturer to do better, what would that be?
They should add more inspiring ingredients to their products.
So what do you check out for whenever you want to get noodles?
I don't really know.
So just when you want to get noodles, you just say give me mini noodles and you just collect it and move.
Yeah.
You don't even check anything, expiring date, nothing.
I already check expiring dates, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, you look good.
Thank you very much. You look good too.
Thank you. So what is your name?
Eddie.
Eddie to walk.
Eddie what?
Yeah.
Eddie Kalu.
Okay, now do you eat noodles?
No, not really.
Why?
It's not good for you, it's too much sodium and that. So
how do you get to know about that?
the internet, research as well.
Okay, but have you tried eating noodles before?
Yeah. I mean, everybody, I think as a Nigerian, you eat noodles for sure, yeah.
Okay, so which brand do you eat back then?
Indomie, just Indomie.
Indomie. Okay, so do you like it so well then? How often do you eat it then?
I mean, maybe every 2 days, 3 days, like regularly, sure.
Okay, so when do you now find out that it is not good for the body?
Recently, like maybe last year, but I stopped eating it recently though.
And that is the main reason why you stop eating.
Yeah.
So if there is anything you want to advise the manufacturer, noodles manufacturer right now, what would that be?
I mean, maybe less sodium if that's possible, less chemicals. Just, I don't know if that's possible, sure, but yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Olamileko Adeshokon.
Okay, now do you eat noodles?
Yes, definitely I do it.
How often do you eat it?
Recently I take it like once a week or so.
Once in a week. Is there a reason why you make it once in a week now?
Because of I had the rumors about I think it's carcinogenic or something, so cancer there, so I had to reduce. Do I take it often before though? But so.
Okay, now I'll be listing some brands and I want you to tell me your preferred choice of noodles. We have Indomie noodles, we have Golden Penny, we have Mini Me, we have Mimi, we have the rest. So which of them is your preferred choice?
Well, I like Indomie, but I always go for Mimi.
Is there a reason why you like one but you go for the other one? Can you tell us?
Basically, it's in the Indomie noodles advert. As the taste is the difference. I'm not advertising for Mimi actually, but I prefer Mimi noodles to Indomie.
Okay, why? Why do you like Mimi? The taste?
Taste, yeah, basically. Indomie gives me some kind of taste that's not like it's bad, it's okay, but I prefer Mimi to it.
Now, talking about Indomie, you said it gives you some kind of taste. Is it because you are very familiar with it and then you're tired of the taste, or why don't you like Indomie?
Maybe also too, because I take Indomie because everybody is exposed to noodles from Indomie brand, so maybe it's because I've taken it too much. Then maybe my taste bud has changed or something. But at the moment, I prefer Mimi.
How do you get to know about Mimi?
Okay, yeah, there was a day I wanted to get Indomie noodles, so at a store, so they said it has finished, so like the ones they have is Mimi and I think Golden Penny, and I've also taken Golden Penny before. I was like, let me just try Mimi, then from then, and it's also cheaper too. So from there.
Okay, that's one criteria why you're sticking with Mimi.
Yeah, but Mimi is tasty.
Okay, so what's your combo? What's that combo you do with noodles? Because a lot of people have been saying they have different combo, bread and noodles and egg. What's your own weird combo?
Okay, is it weird combo or normal combo?
Normal combo and weird combo.
Okay, my normal combo is just indomie and egg.
Okay.
That's the normal thing. So I prefer it, when you cut the egg into the noodles and it's boiled kind of a thing compared to fried and all. So I prefer indomie with egg that way.
Yeah.
That's my normal combo. The weird combo. That was the day where I cooked noodles and I got bread. I got this Cameroon pepper instead of the normal pepper. I got it. Then I added one other thing again. What did I add? I added Korean thyme.
Are you serious?
Yes, to the noodles. Then I added palm oil to the noodles. So when the noodles was done, because actually what I wanted to eat that day was bread and egg.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, how can I convert these noodles to egg? So it was just somehow that day. I just added oil and all.
So you go with the initiative. How was it?
It was fantabulous. It was okay. I love it. So I just poured the noodles inside the bread. Then from there,
Okay,
the
now,
rest is
so the
history.
rumor you had about the sodium too much in the noodles, is that the main reason why you stop eating it as often?
Yes, actually. Yes, because everybody needs to be careful of what they take inside. So when I heard about it, I was not happy. But it's not. They didn't tell us not to take it. They only told us to reduce it. Shouldn't be frequent. Yeah. So that was
Now I wanted to rate Mimi brand over 10 based on how you enjoy it and you like it. How will you rate them?
It's what I take now. So I don't want to give it 10 though, but I think Mimi is doing well. I'll give them a 8 over 10. Yeah.
Okay. How is the price like? How much do you buy Mimi?
Well, I don't buy, before I buy carton, but lately I've not been buying carton because I don't take it often unlike before. So, but I think the difference in the carton was around maybe 1,500 or 2,000 thereabouts. So, but it was much more lesser than noodles. So,
okay. So if there's one thing you like to tell noodles manufacturer right now to do better, or one thing you want them to do, what would that be?
Okay, well, like I said, it's a rumor. So if they can debunk it, make it, if it is true, maybe there are ways they can remove that agent from the noodles. If there are ways, fine. But if it is true, and if it is not true, rather, then they can. I think they should do more of. Maybe they can come together, all the brands, do more on advertisement and educating the public. Because not just me, also some of my colleagues too don't think noodles anymore because of the.
Okay. Okay, so what do you look out for whenever you want to get your noodles? What do you check when you're buying your noodles? Or you don't check anything?
I don't check anything anymore.
Are you serious?
There's nothing to check now.
Day.
Okay,
So you just carry your noodles home and eat.
I'll tell you.
Okay, thank you very much.
I think the last time I checked the expiring dates, the lifespan was very long. So
that was why you
I don't. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, so what is the name?
My name is Harrison.
Harrison what?
Harrison King.
Okay, now do you eat noodles?
Yeah, I do.
How often do you eat it?
I eat noodles every day because I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll be mentioning some brand and I want you to tell me your preferred choice. We have Indomie instant noodles, we have Golden Penny noodles, we have Mini-Me, we have Mimi, we have Chiki and all that. So which one do you prefer eating?
I prefer chicken.
Chiki.
Yeah.
Why do you prefer Chiki?
Give that aroma of chicken, and I like the way it's been. Just like it so much. Yeah.
Okay, how do you get to know about this brand?
And the adverts online, and I grew up seeing other people eating it, and I love it so much. So I joined them as well.
You joined them. So apart from this one that your preferred choice that you like, which other one have you tried before?
I've tried the mini, I've tried the Golden Penny, but that chicken is more preferable. I love it so much.
What difference can you say between your preferred choice and the rest?
I can't say much because I've been eating that chicken for so long, so I'll do away with others. So if each time I want to buy, I go for that chicken straight up. That's just
So
it.
what is the combo you've enjoyed with your noodles?
I love my noodles with plantain a lot, and I love my noodles with a lot of onion. Yeah, I've eaten. So I love it. Just that combo is okay for me.
Have you tried any weird combo with your noodles?
Yeah,
Like
beans and noodles, bread and noodles, and I've even eaten corn and noodles as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's the weird. Even akamu and noodles. That's the weird combo I've
What
done.
brought that inspiration?
Sapa go bring am. Sapa alone will bring a lot of combination. I've tried. Do you know this pear they eat with corn?
Yeah.
I've tried it with noodles. Yes. I've tried corn, boiled corn, roasted corn with noodles. I've tried a lot of combination. The experience is bad.
The experience is bad.
It's bad.
The aftermath is bad.
Make Sapa no just catch you. If Sapa catch you like this, you do a lot.
Okay, so how much do you get chicken?
I get it for 500 per one, depending on the area, because this is Lagos. Every area has their own specific price. That's just it.
So do you know, are you aware of too much of intake of noodles in the body is bad?
Well, me, I don't know about them. I've been eating noodles for more than 5 years, and I'm still healthy and strong. You understand?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, to my own understanding, I believe a lot of people have something in their body that is not that related to noodles, but they will just target around noodles, that is noodles that is giving them this so sickness. That's just
So
it.
you've heard about that?
Yes.
Okay, so if you are to rate chicken over 10 based on how you eat it and enjoy it, how will you rate it?
I'll give it a 9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
What happened to the remaining 5%?
Because let me just give it that 9.5.
Okay, if there's anything you want Indomie noodles manufacturer to do better, what would that be?
I would like them to add like some seasoning to that chicken. I have my own seasoning I'm using. I will not say it here.
Secret ingredient.
Because if I say, let me say it here, because the way I do my seasoning with the chicken is very lovely. I know how to prepare it very, very well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay, so what is your name?
Samuel.
Samuel what?
Adetunji.
Okay, now do you eat noodles?
Yes.
Okay, how often?
Frequent.
Okay, now I'll be listing some brand and I want you to tell me your preferred choice. We have Indomie instant noodles, we have Golden Penny, we have Mini Me, we have Mimi, we have Chiki and others. So which one is your preferred choice?
Normal Indomie.
Indomie. For how long have you been eating that brand?
Like 6 years old.
Okay, so how do you get to know about this brand?
But that's what my friends give me.
Okay, so what do you like about this brand?
That's different this thing. Like different types, normal, onion.
So
red
what's your favorite part?
The onion.
The onion noodles. Okay, so what makes your preferred choice different from other noodles that you've tried? What different can you tell between them?
That's different spices. I just prefer it.
Okay, so what do you enjoy eating with your noodles? What's your most preferred combo?
Egg and sausage.
Egg and sausage. Wow, have you tried any weird combo before with noodles?
No.
Okay. So do you know that frequent intake of noodles is harmful to the body?
Yes.
Okay. So how often do you eat your noodles?
Like when I'm in school, like twice a week. At home, like once.
Okay, is that the main reason why you reduce the intake?
Yes.
Okay, now I want you to rate this brand over 10. How will you rate it over 10?
7.5.
7.5. If there is anything you want Indomie brand to do better or Indomie noodles manufacturer to do better, what would that be?
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You look good.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Fatima Ahmed.
Okay, now do you eat noodles?
Yeah, very well. I love it.
How often?
Like
very well, right?
like twice in a week.
Twice in a week.
Yeah.
Okay, now twice in a week for someone that loves noodles. Why? Why do you make it twice in a week now?
Because sometimes I used to crave for it. If I did not eat it, I used to feel as if something is missing from my body.
Okay, now I'll be listing some brand. I want you to tell me your preferred choice. We have Indomie noodles, we have Golden Penny, we have Mini Me, we have Mimi, we have Chiki Chiki, and we have others. So which of them is your preferred choice?
Okay, Indomie noodles.
Indomie noodles. Why Indomie noodles?
Because it does not have much starch. And it tastes very nice than others. Yeah.
Okay, what difference can you say between Indomie noodles? Have you tried other brands before?
Is Indomie chicken?
You tried.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's also okay, but I noticed the starch in it is much. Yeah.
Okay, now what difference can you say with your preferred choice, your Indomie, and the other brand that you've tried? What difference can you say that this is different?
Okay. The Indomie noodles, I told you before, the taste is very, very spicy and it tastes okay. But why the chicken, the taste is not that sharp as Indomie.
Okay, so what is that favorite thing you enjoy eating with your noodles?
Indomie and fried egg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you tried any weird combo before with your noodles?
Yes, very, very much.
Okay, let me hear.
Back then in school, I have a friend that stays off campus. So anytime she's visiting us in campus, she used to prepare Indomie and palm oil.
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously.
How was it?
It was really nice because she used to add more spices to it. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, now let's talk about the price. How much do you get Indomie for now?
The last time I bought Indomie, I think the carton was, is this 7,000 or 8,000? Yeah, carton Indomie table. Yeah. So.
Okay, now have you heard that too much or intake of noodles is harmful to the body?
Yeah.
Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it.
Okay, so does that mean that is why you limit it to twice?
Yes, even that twice in a week. My elder sister used to tell me that it's not safe for me, that I should reduce it, that I should be taking it maybe once in a month. But me, I feel like without taking Indomie in a week, I won't feel normal. Yeah, too good.
Okay, so I want you to rate this brand over 10, Indomie table over 10. How will you rate it?
10 over 10.
10 over 10 minus nothing.
Yeah, 10.
Why give you them 10 over 10?
Because I love their products. I love their brand. The taste of their noodles is perfect.
Okay, so if there's one thing you would like noodles manufacturer to do better on, what would that be?
I think they should make it more spicy.
More spicy?
Yeah, they should make it more spicy.
Okay, so what do you look out for whenever you want to buy your noodles? What do you check?
The NAFDAC number and the expiring dates.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you too.
How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Arinze David.
Okay, now do you eat noodles?
I eat noodles.
For how long have you been eating noodles for?
Since I entered primary school, I've been eating noodles.
Okay, now I'll be listing some brand of noodles. So I want you to tell me which one is your preferred choice. We have Indomie instant noodles, we have Mini Me, we have Mimi, we have Chiki Chiki. Which of them is your preferred choice?
I'll say Chiki.
Chiki Chiki?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you prefer that?
There's no reason, I'm just used to it.
You're just used to Chiki Chiki? Okay, so for how long have you been eating this brand?
I can't say for a very, very long time. That's what I can tell you.
So what do you like about Chiki Chiki?
Anyhow you make it is nice. If you make it boring, it's still nice. If you add pepper and tomato, it's still wonderful. Anyhow you eat it, it's amazing.
So apart from this particular one, which other brand have you tried before?
Which other brand? I'm not trying another brand though. Other brand is costly. So we stick to what we can afford, and that is sweet.
So how much is Chiki?
I don't know, I think like 14,000, I'll be 16,000 now.
For the pack?
Yeah.
Okay, now if you had to rate this brand over 10, Chiki over 10, how will you rate it?
How would I rate it? If you make it boring, it's a 10. If you make it interesting, it's still a 20. Anyhow, it's good.
So people are always having different combo to pair with noodles. Have you tried any combo with your noodles before?
Yes, now. Indomie and bread. Have you not tried this?
I've not tried it.
You should try it. It's very, very wonderful. And it's fulfilling, you know. No when you cook 2-pack and it's not filling, you now add bread on top. With cheap Pepsi. You're set for the day.
You're good to go.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if there's anything you want Indomie manufacturer to do better, what would that be?
They should add more seasoning varieties. I'm tired of just that bland, boring seasoning. It's not sweet again.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
From taste, cooking experience, price, and overall preferences, today there was a little twist. How well does consumers take into what they eat, and how frequently do they eat it? And I must say, consumers have spoken. You've heard from them. On today's edition, on Noodles Edition, Indomie won the heart of consumers, and you've heard directly from consumers why they are sticking to this brand. But also remember, you must also be cautious of what you take to the body. And that will be all on today's edition of Noodles Edition on ConsumerHallaTV. For more updates and more information, do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment under the comment section. Do you take noodles, and how aware are you too much of it in the system? Till I grace the screen again, I am Elizabeth Tabafe. Bye for now.
My name is Tunde Olufowora, and I'm the CEO of Van Eyck Communications. We are the we call the publisher or the owner of the new initiative called ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV is actually Nigeria's first consumer-centered, or call it consumer-centric television platform that aims to bring voice to the over 220 million Nigerians. It was a vision that came to my heart about 10 years ago. I remember that I was traveling. I traveled out of the country, on airline, and I had these unpleasant experience. It was a trip to an African country from Nigeria, and I actually went with a local flight from Nigeria. I wouldn't want to mention the name of the airline, and then it was to South Africa, and we landed in South Africa, and let me just paraphrase it. When I was coming back, I had some money, some dollars, and that someone had given to me to hand over to another person in Nigeria. So I wanted to help out. I didn't want to carry the cash on myself. So for whatever reason, I opted to. I had a small case, and I felt that it was safer for me to put the money in my luggage. So I put it in a safe place in my luggage, got everything tagged, and I checked in my luggage. My arrival in Nigeria, I was standing and was waiting about the carousel just so that I could pick up my luggage, and then I was there for 1 hour and waiting for my luggage. I didn't know that my luggage already arrived, and it was one of the luggage that was moving around on the carousel. So after about 1 hour wait, I looked to my left and my right. Almost everybody had gone. I think there were just about 2 or 3 left. So I beckoned on the woman that was on my side, and I noticed she was really in tears. "Madam, what happened?" She said, a bag has just been torn and a lot of things stolen. So I said, well, I've also been waiting for my own. She said, you better go and check those, those luggages there. Maybe yours is one of them. And lo and behold, I went around there. Mine was one of them. By the time I got it, everything inside my luggage was gone. All the valuable things there were gone. To cut the long story short, we felt there was need for us to report the case, at least to the airline. It was in the night, about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. We went in to go and see the officer that was in charge. As soon as we got in there, the officer said, "Oh, so sorry, but you will have to go to our head office in somewhere in Victoria Island, to lodge a complaint." Okay. So the next day we went to the Victoria Island and we lodged a complaint, and that was it. And since that day, I'm talking a story of over 10 years ago, I didn't get a call, not even a call from that airline to talk to me about what happened to my luggage. Now, about a month after that trip, I had another opportunity to travel out of the country. This time around it was to US, and it was an official assignment. And I flew on, I will mention the airline this time around. I flew on a BA. I really didn't like BA. I usually go with Virgin Atlantic and things like that. But my protocol officer convinced me and said, "Okay, you will love BA. Why don't you go on BA?" Anyway, so I went on BA to US. And of course, on our return from US to Nigeria, we had to do, of course, there'll be like a connecting flight, from Heathrow. So we got into London Heathrow, and then because it was through Heathrow that we went, and then so they changed since it was BA, they changed the aircraft this time around to a bigger one. Clearly because there were more Nigerians, or more people that were planning to come to Nigeria, and then we boarded. Not quite 10 minutes into the flight, in the air, the aircraft started malfunctioning. The air conditioning compartment were not functioning very well. I was on what you call business economy. The whole of that business economy all the way to economy side, the ACs were not working well. It was hot. And then I was watching. And then from that moment till we got to Nigeria. From that moment till we got to, I'm just trying to paraphrase. From that moment till we got to Nigeria, I could remember very well how many times the pilot, broke into conversation and had to apologize and say, "We're really very sorry about this." He was giving us almost every 30 minutes. There's always a kind of update. "So sorry, this is what we're doing now, this is what we're doing." While we were on that journey, I also remember an incident. So they came, the crew apparently couldn't resolve they couldn't manage the crisis or what was going on about it. They couldn't fix it. So they come up and said, "We're so sorry, but for all the inconvenience, we're declaring, free lunch, free whatever it is you want, you can get." So trust Nigerians, you need to hear how everybody were jubilating, But something struck me. The experience I had just about a month before, and this experience, somehow I started comparing them. I was trying to see how this matter will be managed. Again, to cut the story short, we landed in Nigeria on the BA. Before we landed, the pilot announced and said that for the inconvenience, they will be giving a voucher of £50 to everyone that flew on that aircraft. I thought it was a joke. It was my first time with BA, but for what I knew or know of the British man would never even play with his 1 penny. Talking of £1. So I felt that must be a joke of the year. So we left. I got back to my office. I think it was just about a week after. My officer, our guys in our mail room came up and said, "Oh, you have a parcel." So I said, "Parcel? Yeah." So they bought this parcel wrapped. I opened it and boom, I bought the document out. It was the £50 voucher from BA. So what was the tenor of this story? An experience with one airline was terrible. No apology. An experience with another one, even though it was a bad experience, but it was very managed, well managed. So managed that even if we have suffered anything in that aircraft, you probably, for the sake of how they manage it, will have forgiven them. So that was how this journey started. So I started thinking, my mind, this is what we go through in this country. But are we different from other nations? So God put in my heart the idea of ConsumerHalla. That's why the Halla came with consumer. And we started that journey about 10 years ago. We started by creating a platform called ConsumerHalla, where consumers, so I discovered that Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. So things happen, and that's it. We live with everything. So we've started the journey from creating the platform. We have an app, we even have a magazine, and we thought we could move it from that to the next stage, which is the television. So the TV today, has come. So I would say precept by precept, line upon line, we have been able to build on our aspiration, to finally bring to birth this unique and exciting platform, So it's a digital telecast, and our goal is to further connect consumers in Nigeria to brands with insightful news, development within the fast-paced world of consumers. The world of consumers is growing at a very fast pace, So we want to inform Nigerians. We want to get them educated about their rights, So our role is that we're going to educate consumers in Nigeria, all right? So by bringing them specialized and what you call analytical, research-based content generation that will inform, educate, sensitize the audience, So that's ConsumerHallaTV. So I call it an offshoot of our ConsumerHalla brand. ConsumerHalla brand actually was the first we call it the first complaint or consumer complaint resolution portal. When we started it about 10 years ago, or about 7 years ago, it became the first complaint resolution portal. We created it so that Nigerians can actually lodge complaint on that portal. We spent a lot of resources to build a very robust platform where today, if you have any complaint, about any brand, any leading brands in Nigeria, and you go on that platform, you can actually click, just a click, you can find the brand, you can actually lodge your complaint, and once you submit it, that complaint will be routed to that organization, and within 72 hours, we will obtain feedback for you. We build it in such a way that we have connection to almost all the organizations, and it's been working. We've resolved several complaints for people without having to charge them any penny, because the idea is not to charge. So what we have done with ConsumerHallaTV is to take it to the next level. So we hope to change the narrative. We want to give the right direction. Nigeria has the largest consumer market in the world, with a population of over 220 million people. Why should we be the one that is suffering the most? Everywhere you turn to, it's as though Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. You're traveling, you buy a ticket. For whatever reason, an airline will wake up middle of the night, delay the flight for whatever reason, and then you'll be waiting at the airport for hours. You'll be there for 2 hours, 3 hours, no any explanation. Then while you're there, they can even wake up and say, oh, flight has been cancelled. So everybody carry their luggage and go home. Nothing happened. Of course, things are changing. We must commend government because government is beginning to wake up, but there's still a lot to be done. And we believe that we can help to make, bring about those right changes. So we offer deliberately, part of what we do is that we also offer advocacy. All right. We're not just an advocacy organization, but we offer advocacy. We have a legal team. We have lawyers that are registered on our platform. All right. That can also take up cases. Okay. So, and we've taken up many cases like that, and won those cases. So ConsumerHalla is a platform to help consumers to, we're not fighting brands, but rather we say we're bringing about an amicable, resolution of conflict, such that it will be beneficial to the consumers and also be beneficial to the brand. I remember the word of Jeff Bezos. Bezos is the founder of Amazon. He said that the most important single thing, all right, for an organization is to focus obsessively, use the word obsessively, on the customer. We often say that customers is a king. They should sit at the top of the ladder. In our environment, customers are the ladder. A brand wakes up today, decide what product to produce. They wake up today, decide how much the consumer should pay. They wake up to decide everything for consumers. So consumers are just at the receiving end. And yet they are milking the consumers. There's no price regulation in this country. None. People just wake up and fix prices. Look at power. Government wakes up, we change policy, we wake up and we get people to pay more. We think it's time for consumers to begin to speak out. In speaking out, in engaging, we can get the brand to begin to do what is right. And of course, I know that the consumers themselves need to be educated. So our role, our vision also is to ensure that we educate consumers, we bring awareness. A lot of Nigerian consumers don't even know about their rights. You buy a product from a supermarket. I've had this experience. You buy a product from a supermarket, all right? For whatever reason, you take that product back to your house, and maybe something went wrong somewhere. By the time you take that product back to the shop where you bought it from, and you say, okay, this thing, you know what's going to tell you? Okay, now me make them. Let me make them now. That's why I buy them. Meaning that there's nothing I can do to the product. So you lose the product, then you lose your money, because the money is not refunded. The product you can't use. Only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. Let me give you another experience I had. In the course of this, because I went around, in doing this. I was in US, I was in UK, I was in South Africa, I was in Germany, just because of this, to just study the environment. I was in a friend's house in UK, in London, and then what happened? We were going to go out, and he was going to dress up. So he said, oh, to me, I was seated in his sitting room. So he said, oh, wait a minute, I picked up an iron, that's the pressing iron, 2 days ago or so from a store. Oh, let me try this, let me just try and use that to iron my shirt and we can go out. So I was seated, the TV was on, I was watching. While I watched him, he brought out the pressing board, spread it out, brought the iron out in my presence, plugged in the iron, and then as soon as he switched on the power button, we just had a spark. Boom! Ooh. The guy was raged. Then he goes, What just happened? So he said, No, these guys are in trouble, they're in soup. I was thinking, what are you going to do? I was trying to compare that experience to what would have happened in Nigeria. In my presence there, he opened the pack. There was a card inside it. Inside that card was a call, number to call. And he called the shop or wherever he got the thing from. I was hearing the conversation that was going on. And all he said to them on the phone was, look, by the time he even called, clearly because they already, through the call, they could trace where he was calling from and who was calling. He said, I picked up this number, I picked up this iron yesterday, and guess what? I just plugged it to power, and then this thing just, stopped, didn't work. At the other hand, I could hear the voice, oh, we're so sorry. We're sorry about that. And they said, this is your address, yeah. Don't worry, we'll get you a replacement. All right. So my friend handed the call and dropped the. So I said, so what's going to happen? He said, don't worry yourself now. Shebi, we're here. They will bring a replacement. I said, they will bring a replacement. He said, yes. I said, they won't even try to check whether it was your fault, because it could have been your fault. Maybe you didn't do something well about the first. No, it can't be his fault. Shebi is a brand new item that he bought. While we were still talking, in fact, I'm not even sure it was up to 30 minutes or so. We had a knock on the door. He himself said he must be the dispatch person. By the time he opened the door, it was a dispatch man that was on the other side. And then the dispatch man was at the door. Just watched it. Was at the door. I was seated in the sitting room. The guy was at the door to meet with the dispatch guy. The dispatch man that brought the replacement iron, I heard him say, we're so sorry. So I was so shocked. I mean, a dispatch man, this guy is a dispatch, so also apologize. I was so touched by it that even a dispatch man was so trained, to tell the guy, we are so sorry. And guess what? He brought the replacement iron. By the time my guy opened the iron, it was a bigger size iron. So they replaced with a bigger size iron. The guy never asked for the one that went bad. He didn't say, "Oga, where is the other one that we gave to you," so that he could take it back. No, he just bought a new one and gave it back. So I asked my friend, I said, can you interpret this to me? He said, here in London, if they didn't do this, they know the next thing I will do. So I'm just going to grab a lawyer and I'm going to tell them they've destroyed something in my house. By the time I'm done, they will pay through their nose. Because the consumers are conscious of their rights. In Nigerian consumers, even those who are aware, won't even take the battle up. Everybody just go, what can we do now? Today they wake up and ban this. What can we do now? So we're going to change the narrative. We have to stand up. So the vision of ConsumerHallaTV is really to create an engagement platform that constantly mirrors the minds of consumers and provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria. Thus, we believe, we'll be forming part of that, our overall vision, of creating a more caring world of consumers where businesses thrive. So, I think that we'll make our impact. We ask you to join us on this journey. ConsumerHallaTV will drive engagement. It will also be there to help to promote brands that are doing what is right. So we're not out to criticize any brand. Rather, we have to complement what the brands are doing, because there is no organization that or a business that was set up to fail. Nobody set up a business to fail. So there are just gaps that needs to be fixed. So together we can fix things, and together we believe that we will create the right story for consumers in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. You want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives? Join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this 2025. Bye.
Welcome to In the Marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market, from the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call markets home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHallaTV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media and on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello fellow consumers, are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brands and a program where we project the voice of the consumer? Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you are wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is free by 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays. Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing and will be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. And that is why at ConsumerHallaTV,
you deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayomikunle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Stay informed. Thank you.
I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHallaTV, we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind if it's just a jealous person.
Oh,
It's new movie release, update, and screen time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section. Screen time is not just all about entertainment, it is relaxing and also educational. So that is why we are bringing to you Screen Time on ConsumerHallaTV. And in case you're wondering where to join us every Mondays by 5 o'clock p.m. at ConsumerHallaTV on our YouTube channel. Subscription is very, very free. And in case you have not followed us across all our social media platforms, please do so. We are begging you, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. What are you waiting for? Click on that follow and subscribe right now.
And from the I to the R to the E to the M to the F to the E, my name is Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Toodles!
And you're watching ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV is everything consumer advocacy, consumer rights, everything that has to do with consumers. On this TV, you'll watch, you'll learn, you'll be educated, and you'll be entertained. Keep watching ConsumerHallaTV.
My name is Olubukola Ozone, a photographer and a social media enthusiast. You're watching ConsumerHallaTV. It's a consumer advocacy TV. If you have a problem, any consumer related problem, just holla at them, just like their name implies, and they're going to get it sorted for you. Keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Joba Jalabi. I'm a marketing communications professional. I currently lead marketing at Flash Change, a fintech startup. Keep watching ConsumerHallaTV, a consumer advocacy channel.
Hello, my name is Sharon Rotimi. I'm an actor and I am on ConsumerHallaTV. Now, ConsumerHallaTV is a consumer advocacy channel. So if you have any issues, consumer-related issues with brands and services, you can reach out to them and they will be sure to handle it or to cater to you. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Iyebiye Adeton. I'm a film poster designer and illustrator. This is ConsumerHallaTV. Consumer advocacy channel. We show content on consumers based news, entertainment, and all of that. So I urge you guys to stay tuned to ConsumerHallaTV.
My name is Anoluwapo Alao, a sales manager.
Yesterday afternoon, August 23, 2026, a light so bright dimmed, in fact went off. An icon left the urban Hollywood industry, Ogogo, popularly, Taiwo Hassan, popularly known as Ogogo. And this man was someone that made memories for a lot of young people, even elderly people. This man was a legend. And it is very, very unfortunate that it is a conversation that we keep on having in the history of the world, which is a particular disease that is so strong, so sad, so bitter, that can turn the hands of time as quickly as possible. Cancer. And today's conversation is in honor of this great legend, an icon, Taiwo Hassan, popularly known as Ogogo. And today it is very, very sad, and we send condolences to the families, as right now as we speak, he's been laid to rest at his hometown in Ilaro, Ogun State. Taiwo Hassan is not just a name, it's not just something that we walk past. In fact, this one, it's really, really hard. And to all the Nollywood actors and actresses, we say sorry, and may his soul rest in perfect peace. So good morning, welcome to Healthy Living. I am Kike Lomo Ajibola, and today I want you to take a good look around your home. Yes, your kitchen, your bathroom, your bedroom, even that little corner where you keep your cleaning products. Because when we hear the word cancer, we often think about genetics, smoking, alcohol, or perhaps environmental pollution. But what if I told you that some of the things we use or are exposed to contribute to our long-term health risk? Now, before you start looking at your cooking pot and wondering, is this the culprit? Let me make something very clear. Not everything on this list will give you cancer. Some household exposures are associated with increased cancer risk, while others are simply worth managing carefully. From smoke produced while cooking to second-hand cigarette smoke, certain chemicals, pesticides, and even the air circulating inside a poorly ventilated home. Our everyday environment matters, and that is why today's conversation is very important. And it's not to frighten you, but to help us become more conscious of what we bring into our home, how we use it, and how we protect ourselves and our families. So before you clean that kitchen with spray, or before you spray that insecticide or light that stove, stay with me, because we are looking at 10 things around our homes that could increase our chances of cancer risk. And what can we do differently? Well, before we get straight into the conversation today, let's quickly take a new look at the top news stories going around the country. And the first one is that there is encouraging news for cancer care in Nigeria, as the Federal Executive Council has approved major funding for health infrastructure, including 302.30 billion naira for a new National Institute for Cancer Research and Treatment Center in Abuja. The wider package was reported at about 1.02 trillion naira, covering major infrastructure projects alongside health sector investment. The proposed cancer center is significant because Nigeria continues to face a substantial cancer burden and challenges around access to specialized diagnosis and treatment. The investment is expected to strengthen cancer research and treatment capacity and potentially improve access to specialized services for viewers. However, the message remains simple. While improved treatment facilities are important, prevention, early detection, and reducing avoidable risk factors remain equally important. And moving away from cancer, health authorities are continuing to monitor the serious Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo. According to the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control, as of 20 August 2026, the DRC had reported 5,290 confirmed cases and 2,516 related deaths. Based on data through 19 August, more than 800 patients were also hospitalized in isolation. The outbreak has presented major challenges, including difficulties with contact tracing, insecurity, and mistrust of health facilities. A recent report noted that the outbreak has become one of the country's most severe Ebola outbreaks, while authorities and international health organizations continue working to contain transmission. And those are our health updates. Now let's come back home, literally to something we can all do something about, our household environment. And before we get straight into the conversation today, let's go on a short break. When we get back, we'll get straight into the conversation. Welcome back. And before we went on that short break, I said it this morning that we're going to be looking at 10 things around our home that could increase cancer risk. And the first one is cigarette smoking. Let's start with one that many people already know: cigarette smoke. If someone smokes inside the house, they aren't the only person exposed. Family members can breathe in second-hand smoke, and the residue can also remain on surfaces and fabrics. And here is the important point: opening a window doesn't magically make indoor smoking safe. So if you smoke, the earliest choice is to quit. And if you don't smoke, don't allow smoking inside your home. Your home should be your safe space, not another space where you are exposed to tobacco smoke. Smoke from cooking is also very important, because with firewood, charcoal, or other polluting fuels. Let's talk about something particularly relevant to many Nigerians' homes: cooking smoke. If you are cooking with firewood, charcoal, or other fuels that produce significant smoke, especially in a purely ventilated kitchen, you are breathing in pollutants. Household air pollution is associated with serious diseases, including respiratory and cardiovascular conditions, and exposure to air pollution is also associated with lung cancer. WHO specifically identifies household air pollution as a major health concern. So what can we do? Improve ventilation, avoid cooking in completely enclosed spaces, use cleaner cooking fuels for technologies where they are available and affordable. And please don't let the kitchen become a smoke chamber. And just like we always say, make sure your kitchen is well open to air. Do not fry stuff that would create unnecessary smoke. It is absolutely hazardous to the health. And now, we all want mosquitoes and cockroaches out of our homes, absolutely. But how do we use insecticide? Because it actually matters. Don't assume that because a product is sold in a shop, you can spray it anywhere, anytime, and in unlimited quantities. Read the instruction. Keep children away from application. Ventilate the room as directed, and store pesticides safely. And please don't spray food, cooking utensils, or sleeping areas carelessly. The goal is to kill pests, not expose the entire family unnecessarily to chemicals. And let's take a look at another one, because that black or green patch growing on the wall may look like just an ugly stain, but dampness and mold can seriously affect indoor air quality and respiratory health. Now, mold itself isn't something we should casually label as a direct cause of cancer, but persistent dampness can create unhealthy indoor conditions, and some molds can produce substances called mycotoxins. And so if your home has leaking roof, damp walls, or persistent moistures, don't simply paint over the problem. Find the source, fix the leak, improve ventilation, because a healthy home starts with healthy hair. And then here is one many people may not have heard about: radon. Radon is a naturally occurring radioactive gas that can enter buildings from the ground. You can't see it, you can't smell it, and you can't taste it. Why does it matter? Because long-term exposure to high levels of radon can increase the risk of lung cancer. This is more of an issue in some geographical areas than others, and testing is the way to know whether a home has elevated levels. If you ever live in an area where radon testing is recommended, don't ignore it simply because you cannot see anything unusual. And then let's talk about another thing, because some older buildings may contain asbestos containing materials, particularly in certain roofing, insulation, and construction products. The danger becomes greater when asbestos containing material is damaged, cut, drilled, or disturbed, because the fibers can become airborne. So here is a very important household rule: don't casually break sand, drill, or demolish household materials if you suspect anything or they contain asbestos. Get appropriate professional advice before renovation. Sometimes the safest thing you can do is leave the material undisturbed. We want our home sparkling, obviously. We want it clean. But more chemicals don't necessarily mean a healthier home. Some cleaning products contain chemicals that can irritate the eyes, skin, and lungs. And certain substances used in household or industrial products have been associated with cancer risk under particular exposure conditions. And please, never mix cleaning chemicals randomly. For example, mixing bleach with certain other cleaners can produce dangerous gases. So read the label, use the recommended amount, ventilate the room, and keep chemicals away from children and food. Clean doesn't have to mean chemical overloaded. And have you ever painted a room and immediately closed all the windows because you wanted the paint to dry quickly? That is not necessarily a good idea. Paint, thinners, varnishes, adhesives, and other solvents can easily release volatile organic compounds, commonly called VOCs. Some chemicals in the category can be harmful with sufficient exposure. So when you are painting or renovating, ventilate the area properly. If the product's instruction recommend protective equipment, use it, and don't sleep in a freshly painted room if the product requires a period of ventilation. Sometimes opening the windows is part of the renovation. Let's take a look at another one, because we tend to burn rubbish around the home a lot. This is very, very important. Please don't turn your backyard into an incinerator. Burning plastic, tires, treated woods, household rubbish, or other materials can release harmful pollutants into the air. And when you burn rubbish close to your home, you're not only exposing yourself, you could be exposing your children, neighbors, and other members of your household. The healthier alternatives, whether possible, dispose of waste through proper waste management system and avoid open burning. If it produces toxic smoke, don't breathe it. And let's take a look at the last one today, contaminated water and certain household materials. Let's talk about something we consume every day, water. Depending on location and source, water can potentially contain contaminants such as arsenic and other substances that can pose long-term health risk. This doesn't mean you should wake up tomorrow and stop drinking your water. It means you should know the quality of your water source. And if you are using a private well or borehole, periodic testing can help identify problems. And when you discover contamination, don't simply ignore it. Find out what treatment is appropriate for that particular contaminant. Now, I want to pause here because there is something very important we need to understand. Cancer is not usually caused by one single thing. Cancer development can involve genetics, age, infections, lifestyle factors, and environmental exposures. And for many household exposures, the level and duration of exposure matter enormously. So please don't leave this program thinking, I didn't say that yesterday, therefore I have cancer. No, that's not what we are saying. What we are saying is that reducing unnecessary exposure to known or suspected carcinogens is a sensible part of prevention. So what can you do today? What can you actually do when you get home today? First, open up your home and improve ventilation, especially when cooking, painting, or using strong smelling products. Second, stop smoking inside the house. Third, read the labels on your household chemicals. Fourth, don't mix cleaning products unless the manufacturer specifically says it is safe. Fifth, keep pesticides and cleaning products away from children and food. Sixth, fix leaking roof and persistent dampness. Seventh, avoid burning rubbish around your home. And finally, don't wait until someone becomes seriously ill before you start thinking about cancer prevention and screening. As we wrap up today's edition of Healthy Living, remember this: your home is supposed to be where you rest, eat, sleep, and raise your family. But a healthy home isn't just about beautiful furniture, clean floors, and nice deodorant. It is also about the air you breathe, the chemical you use, the smoke you produce, and the environment you create. We may not be able to eliminate every cancer risk from our lives, but we can certainly reduce some avoidable exposures. So when you get home today, don't just ask, is my home clean? Ask yourself, is my home healthy? Because sometimes protecting our health begins with something as simple as opening a window, reading a label, fixing a leak, or deciding not to burn that rubbish. Thank you so much for joining us for today. And once again, we send our condolences to the family of Taiwo Azan, popularly known as Ogogo. May his soul rest in perfect peace, and may God Almighty Allah forgive all his sins, as he is being buried currently in his hometown in Ilaro. May God give strength to all the Nollywood actors and actresses out there and his family. May God give them strength and replenish their strength to carry on these particular laws. I'm Kikalamo Ajibola. Thank you so much for watching Healthy Living this morning. Take care of your body, take care of your environment, and most importantly, don't ignore the small things that can make a big difference to your health. Stay healthy, stay informed, and I'll see you next time on a beautiful edition of Healthy Living. Good morning.
My name is Stephen Olorunshisi. I'm a strategy and sales professional, currently working with Obey, and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. I mean, this is one of the channels that you don't want to but stay on. Consumer advocacy, brand promotion, everything consumer, what you need to learn for your business to grow. This is a channel where you learn, where you experience entertainment too, yeah. But it's good for businesses, for brands, and for an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about businesses, want to know more about brands, please stay watching. All right, thank you so much, ConsumerHalla TV. Keep watching.
And to give a voice to consumers, bring awareness to the brand industry, and also bring education to what it is to have quality for what you paid for. I know that through ConsumerHalla TV, you are going to be able to get what you have paid for quality-wise, and also give a voice to you in wherever it is that you do. I am here to support and give a shout out to say that keep watching ConsumerHalla TV, and we'll have a better quality for value in Nigeria and in the global space. Please continue to watch ConsumerHalla TV, because it is here to make things work better for you. It is on this note that I would like to say a big congratulations to the chairman and CEO of ConsumerHalla TV, Pastor Tunde Olufowora, and all the staffs of this great organization. Thank you for what you do. You are making things happen for us, and I pray that God bless you. Thank you.
This is ConsumerHalla TV. We deal with anything consumer related, consumer education, even the real estate sector. If you need any information about real estate, you come to ConsumerHalla TV. They will do justice to it.
Hi everyone, my name is Omotayo Abiode, and I'm the founder of My Digital Lawyer. I'm live here at ConsumerHalla TV, a consumer protection education platform to teach you about your rights as a consumer. And if you want to stay
for Star Times Nigeria. This is a ConsumerHalla TV, where they discuss anything consumer needs and get knowledge about anything about consumer. So keep watching.
Hi, my name is Adebola Ogushino. I'm a filmmaker and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. Any consumer related issues, they've got you.
Hi, my name is Stephen Olorunshisi. I'm a strategy and sales professional currently working with Obey, and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. I mean, this is one of the channels that you don't want to but stay on. Consumer advocacy, brand promotion, everything consumer, what you need to learn for your business to grow. This is a channel where you learn, where you experience entertainment to but it's good for businesses, for brands, and for an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about businesses, want to know more about brands, please stay watching. Alright, thank you so much, ConsumerHalla TV. Keep watching.
Hello, good day. My name is Tunde Balogun. I'm the lead pastor at the Kingsborough Church in London. And you're watching ConsumerHalla TV, which is a new initiation into the TV industry in Nigeria, the first of its kind in Nigeria. And I know that it's going to bring value and quality into the service industry. ConsumerHalla TV is here to offer value to service industry and to give a voice to consumers, bring awareness to the brand industry, and also bring education to what it is to have quality for what you paid for. I know that through ConsumerHalla TV, you are going to be able to get what you have paid for quality-wise and also give a voice to you in wherever it is that you do. I am here to support and give a shout out to say that keep watching ConsumerHalla TV and we'll have a better quality for value in Nigeria and in the global space. Please continue to watch ConsumerHalla TV because it is here to make things work better for you. It is on this note that I would like to say a big congratulations to the chairman and CEO of ConsumerHalla TV, Pastor Tunde Olufowora, and all the staffs of this great organization. Thank you for what you do. You are making things happen for us, and I pray that God bless you. Thank you.
And more knowledgeable about your rights, do follow them on all social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok at ConsumerHalla. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Toyin Balogun. I'm here to give a shout out to ConsumerHalla TV, #1 platform helping you to shop smart, spend wisely, and live better. Anytime you have any kind of issues with your shopping, or you want to know a very honest review, please contact ConsumerHalla TV. Here to help you, and please join the community where we can all make life easy and better for all of us.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer. And as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
At ConsumerHalla TV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHalla TV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHalla TV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHalla TV. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
Hello consumers, you have the right to be heard, absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brand on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHalla TV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHalla TV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello consumers, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy here, Iremofeko Foworola, and you know what? They call me the AWUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AWUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AWUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that is so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AWUF packages.
Public service announcement. Hello consumers, I am Kikelomo Ajibola and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on ConsumerHalla TV. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. You want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives? Join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this 2025. Bye.
Welcome to In the Marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market. From the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call markets home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHalla TV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handle on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello fellow consumers, are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brand and a program where we project the voice of the consumer? Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you are wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Subscription is free by 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays. Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing and will be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. And that is why at ConsumerHalla TV,
you deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayomikunle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHalla TV. Stay informed, Thank you.
I am Matilda Ovenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHalla TV, we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind him, he's just a jealous person.
Oh,
His new movie release, update, and Screen Time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section. Screen Time is not just all about entertainment, it is relaxing and also educational. So that is why we are bringing to you Screen Time on ConsumerHalla TV. And in case you're wondering where to join us every Mondays by 5 o'clock p.m. at ConsumerHalla TV on our YouTube channel. Subscription is very, very free. And in case you have not followed us across all our social media platforms, please do so. We are begging you, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. What are you waiting for? Click on that follow and subscribe right now.
And from the I to the R to the E to the M to the F to the E, my name is Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Toodles!
Hi people, my name is Mo Fakorede and I am a filmmaker and a film director, and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. ConsumerHalla TV is everything consumer advocacy, consumer rights, everything that has to do with consumers. On this TV, you'd watch, you'd learn, be educated, and you'd be entertained. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV.
My name is Olubukola Ozone, a photographer and a social media enthusiast. You're watching ConsumerHalla TV. It's a consumer advocacy TV. If you have a problem, any consumer related problem, just holla at them, just like their name implies, and they're going to get it sorted for you. Keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Joba Jalabi. I'm a marketing communications professional. I currently lead marketing at Flash Change, a fintech startup. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV, a consumer advocacy channel.
Hello, my name is Rotimi. I'm an actor and I am on ConsumerHalla TV. Now, ConsumerHalla TV is a consumer advocacy channel. So if you have any issues, consumer-related issues with brands and services, you can reach out to them and they will be sure to handle it or to cater to you. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Iyebiye Adeton. I'm a film poster designer and illustrator. This is ConsumerHalla TV. It's a consumer advocacy channel. We show content on consumers-based news, entertainment, and all of that. So I urge you guys to stay tuned to ConsumerHalla TV.
My name is Anoluwapo Alao, a sales consultant for Star Times Nigeria. This is a ConsumerHalla TV, where they discuss anything consumer needs and get knowledge about anything about consumer. So keep watching it.
Hi, my name is Adebola Ogushino. I'm a filmmaker and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. Any consumer related issues, they've got you.
Hi, my name is Stephen Olorunshisi. I'm a strategy and sales professional, currently working with Obey. And you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. I mean, this is one of the channels that you don't want to but stay on. Consumer advocacy, brand promotion, everything consumer, what you need to learn for your business to grow. This is a channel where you learn, where you experience entertainment too, but it's good for businesses, for brands, and for an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about businesses, want to know more about brands, please stay watching. Alright, thank you so much, ConsumerHalla TV. Keep watching.
Hello, good day. My name is Tunde Balogun. I'm the lead pastor at the Kingsborough Church in London. And you're watching ConsumerHalla TV, which is a new initiation into the TV industry in Nigeria, the first of its kind in Nigeria. And I know that it's going to bring value and quality into the service industry. ConsumerHalla TV is here to offer value to service industry and to give a voice to consumers, bring awareness to the brand industry, and also bring education to what it is to have quality for what you paid for. I know that through ConsumerHalla TV, you are going to be able to get what you have paid for quality-wise and also give a voice to you in wherever it is that you do. I am here to support and give a shout out to say that keep watching ConsumerHalla TV and we'll have a better quality for value in Nigeria and in the global space. Please continue to watch ConsumerHalla TV because it is here to make things work better for you. It is on this note that I would like to say a big congratulations to the chairman and CEO of ConsumerHalla TV, Pastor Tunde Olufowora, and all the staffs of this great organization. Thank you for what you do. You are making things happen for us, and I pray that God bless you. Thank you.
Hello people. Hi, my name is Adioye ID Adebola, business entrepreneur, a project manager, and also a business person in Lagos, Nigeria. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV.
My name is Philip Orion. I'm the MD of TQ Global Limited. This is ConsumerHalla TV. We deal with anything consumer related,
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the news at 12 on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Kike Lomo Ajibola. And we have news updates right here. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will chair the third high-level roundtable on critical minerals development in Africa next month in Manhattan. The African Mineral Strategy Group convened the upcoming summit to address how African nations can retain greater value from their mineral resources instead of exporting them in raw forms. The high-level gathering will take place on September 21, 2026, alongside the 81st session of the United Nations General Assembly. Global investors, African leaders, development finance executives, and technology representatives will discuss strategies to enhance industrial cooperation and regional manufacturing capacity across the continent. And organizers noted that major economies are actively seeking secure supplies of vital minerals required for electric vehicles and advanced technologies. Nigeria and other African countries hold substantial deposit of essential materials like lithium, cobalt, and graphite to drive these industrial transition. The federal government invested 6,470 billion naira in strategic infrastructure development between June to 2023 and December to 2025. And according to official performance records, a major highway construction project absorbed more than half of this total capital expenditure. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway received the largest funding allocation at 2,230 billion naira among selected projects. The Sokoto-Badagry Superhighway followed with 1,111 billion naira, while the Trans-Sahara Superhighway accounted for 489 billion naira. Government officials explained that these fiscal allocations were deployed to cushion the economic impact of fuel subsidy removals and currency reforms. Finance Minister Taiwo Oyedele confirmed that these reform policies successfully generated 15 trillion 800 billion naira in overall savings for the Federation. Away from that now, the Federal Ministry of Livestock Development expressed serious concern regarding severe funding constraints that have hindered various agricultural programs. Director of Information Arienta Okonko revealed that this ministry has not received capital disbursement since 2024. These financial limitation has delayed the implementation of multiple developmental projects aimed at transforming the livestock subsector into a major economic pillar. Despite these budgetary hurdles, ministry officials managed to execute targeted interventions in several states across the Federation. And recent regional distributions included 100 breeding heifers delivered to farmers in Enugu State and an equivalent number provided in Delta State. Ministry representatives urged relevant authorities to increase financial allocations to unlock the vast commercial potential within the national livestock industry. State governors across the 36 states are encountering intense public pressure regarding the utilization of expanding revenue allocations. A financial record from the Federal Ministry of Finance indicated that the Federation account distributed 47 trillion naira over the past 3 years. Cumulative disbursement across 3 tiers of government reached 93 trillion naira between 2017 and 2025, with more than half distributed following recent economic reforms. The policy analysts argue that these historic revenue increases have not proportionally elevated the rising cost of living for citizens. Critics maintain that subnational leaders must demonstrate greater transparency and accountability in executing public projects that directly impact grassroots populations. Civil society organizations continue to demand comprehensive public reports detailing how increased FAAC allocations are translating into tangible social development. The Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit reported receiving over 42,000 suspicious transaction reports from diverse financial institutions throughout the year 2025. Deposit money banks submitted 38,700 reports and accounting for 92% of total filings. The agency's annual report highlighted continuous monitoring efforts to safeguard the domestic financial system against illicit money laundering and terrorist financing activities. Financial institutions collaborated closely with regulatory bodies to ensure strict compliance with anti-money laundering frameworks. Regulatory oversight involves coordinated partnerships between the Central Financial Intelligence Agency and key financial regulators. These joint monitoring measures are designed to preserve the integrity and security of the broader national banking infrastructure. A National Information Technology Development Agency Director General Kashifu Inuwa called on the Central Bank of Nigeria to broaden supervisory frameworks over technological partners. Speaking in Lagos, Inuwa emphasized that traditional and regulatory models are inadequate for modern banking system reliant on external cloud and telecom infrastructure. Financial institutions increasingly depend on third-party digital service providers for payment, processing and data management operations. Inuwa warned that security vulnerabilities or operational failures at external technology providers could trigger systemic risk across the financial ecosystem. And regulatory authorities must maintain comprehensive visibility over supporting technology networks rather than focusing solely on individual banks. Proactive digital supervision will safeguard financial stability and protect consumers in an increasingly automated banking environment. The Nigerian Naira appreciated against the United States dollars in official trading sessions, supported by improved foreign exchange liquidity. Central Bank of Nigeria data confirmed that the domestic currency gained ground as foreign investors and corporate suppliers increased dollar availability. Gross external reserve expanded to $52,657 million, reinforcing the nation's external liquidity position. Financial analysts attributed this positive trajectory to disciplined monetary tightening and successful foreign exchange market unification. Market participation remain optimistic that ongoing economic reforms will sustain exchange rate stability through the remainder of the year. Increased commodity export revenues and steady capital inflows continue to strengthen macroeconomic fundamentals across domestic financial markets. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission directed 31 successful companies to fulfill financial obligations for 37 oil blocks. Award recipients from the recent licensing round must settle their signature bonuses within the stipulated time frame under penalty or forfeiture. And commission officials confirmed that provisional awards were issued following the commercial bid conference conducted in Abuja. Winning bidders failing to meet payment deadlines will lose their deposit guarantees to designated reserve bidders. The offered petroleum prospecting licenses encompass onshore, shallow water, deep offshore, and frontier basin acreage across various regions. Timely collection of signature bonuses supports government revenue targets and advances national energy exploration objectives. And Aricare Limited, as shareholders, formally requested explanations regarding the reported dismantling of a Boeing aircraft at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. Major shareholder Johnson Arumemi Ikedi submitted an official inquiry to receiver manager Oluseye Okpasonya regarding the asset security status. Shareholders sought detailed documentation concerning alleged debt obligations linked to commercial banking institutions under receivership arrangement. Previous communications between management and investors failed to resolve underlying asset ownership dispute satisfactorily. The concerned investors emphasized that the necessity of transparent asset management to protect remaining corporate value. Corporate representatives continue to review ongoing legal and financial obligations affecting the airline's fleet and operational equipment. United Bank for Africa graduated and inducted 374 young professionals into its continental workforce during the ceremony in Lagos. The successful candidates completed Core 21 of the institution's flagship graduate management accelerator program. Group Chairman Tony Elumelu encouraged the new inductees to prioritize exceptional customer service as a primary competitive differentiator. He noted that while banking technology can be replicated, personalized customer engagement remains uniquely valuable across competitive markets. The training initiative drew participants from subsidiary operations spanning 8 African nations to build regional leadership capacity. Executive management expressed confidence that nurturing young talent secures the long-term operational excellence of the banking institutions. And right now, Microsoft Africa Government Affairs Head Akua Geke cautioned that building institutional trust is essential for capturing artificial intelligence economic benefits. Continental policymakers must establish robust regulatory conditions to ensure responsible technology development across various economic sectors. Expect projects that inclusive artificial intelligence integration could generate up to $1 trillion in additional gross domestic product across Africa by 2035. Agriculture, financial services, and manufacturing sectors are expected to capture a significant share of these projected economic advancements, despite massive potential structural gaps in digital infrastructure, computing capacity, and technological skills continue to challenge widespread adoption. Government must address these foundational deficiencies to secure meaningful economic participation in the global digital economy. And right now, United States President Donald Trump announced a temporary 3-day suspension of newly proposed trade tariffs targeting Canadian merchandise. The 11th-hour policy pause followed intensive bilateral negotiations between American and Canadian diplomatic delegations in Washington. Negotiators made substantial progress regarding trade provisions covering automobiles, dairy products, and energy infrastructure projects. Economic analysts noted that the temporary abatement prevent immediate cost pressures on cross-border supply chains. Both administrations agreed to continue high-level discussions to finalize comprehensive trade agreements addressing historical commercial disputes. International financial market responded with cautious optimism while awaiting definite trade policy pronouncements. Thank you so much for joining us for the news this afternoon. Once again on ConsumerHalla TV to stay connected and listen to more news updates. Please follow us across all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, ConsumerHalla, and also head over to our TikTok account at ConsumerHallaTV. I am Kikelamo Ajibola. Good afternoon and continue to have a lovely day.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHallaTV.
ConsumerHallaTV.
At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
Hello consumers, you have the right to be heard, absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brand on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello consumers, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy here, Iremofeko Foworola, and you know what? They call me the AWUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AWUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AWUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers, and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that is so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AWUF packages. Peace.
Public service announcement. Hello consumers, I am Kikelomo Ajibola and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on ConsumerHallaTV. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. You want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives? Join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this 2025. Bye.
Welcome to In the Marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market, from the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call markets home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHallaTV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media and on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello fellow consumers, are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brand and a program where we project the voice of the consumer? Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you're wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is free by 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays. Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing and will be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. And that is why at ConsumerHallaTV,
you deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayo Mikonle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Stay informed. Thank you.
I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHallaTV, we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind if it's just a jealous person.
Oh,
It is new movie release, update, and screen time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section. Screen time is not just all about entertainment, it is relaxing and also educational. So that is why we are bringing to you Screen Time on ConsumerHallaTV. And in case you're wondering where to join us every Mondays by 5 o'clock p.m. at ConsumerHallaTV on our YouTube channel. Subscription is very, very free. And in case you have not followed us across all our social media platforms, please do so. We are begging you, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. What are you waiting for? Click on that follow and subscribe right now.
And from the I to the R to the E to the M to the F to the E, my name is Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Toodles!
Hi people, my name is Mo Fakorede and I am a filmmaker and a film director, and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. ConsumerHalla TV is everything consumer advocacy, consumer rights, everything that has to do with consumers. On this TV, you'll watch, you'll learn, you'll be educated, and you'll be entertained. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV.
My name is Olubukola Ozone, a photographer and a social media enthusiast. You're watching ConsumerHalla TV. It's a consumer advocacy TV. If you have a problem, anything, any consumer related problem, just holla at them, just like their name implies, and they're going to get it sorted for you. Keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Joba Jalabi. I'm a marketing communications professional. I currently lead marketing at Flash Change, a fintech startup. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV, a consumer advocacy channel.
Hello, my name is Rotimi. I'm an actor and I am on ConsumerHalla TV. Now, ConsumerHalla TV is a consumer advocacy channel. So if you have any issues, consumer-related issues with brands and services, you can reach out to them and they will be sure to handle it or to cater to you. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Iyebiye Adeton. I'm a film poster designer and illustrator. This is ConsumerHalla TV. It's a consumer advocacy channel. We show content on consumers-based news, entertainment, and all of that. So I urge you guys to stay tuned to ConsumerHalla TV.
My name is Anoluwapo Alao, a sales consultant for Star Times Nigeria. This is a ConsumerHalla TV, where they discuss anything consumer needs and get knowledge about anything about consumer. So keep watching.
Hi, my name is Adebola Ogushino. I'm a filmmaker and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. Any consumer related issues, they've got you.
Hi, my name is Stephen Olorunshisi. I'm a strategy and sales professional.
Residents, finding a home is becoming increasingly difficult, but the challenge is no longer simply about finding an available apartment. It is about finding one that people can actually afford. A new report by GTI Investment Group says rents in Lagos have risen by as much as 120% in 2 years, while wage growth has remained between 7 and 9%. So when the cost of housing is rising significantly faster than income, what exactly is driving the gap? Is Lagos simply not building enough homes, or are we building homes that are increasingly beyond the purchasing power of the people who need them? Hello and welcome to another informative edition of Real Estate Today, where we simplify the issue shaping Nigeria real estate sector and help you make informed property decisions. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
And I am Iremofe Koforola. On today's program, we will examine the rising cost of renting in Lagos, the growing gap between housing supply and demand, and the factors pushing property costs beyond the reach of many households. Also, we look at the role of land, infrastructure, financing, and urban development in determining what tenants eventually pay. And we'll be joined by Adebi Eson, CEO of Kratos Investments and Properties Limited, a real estate consultant and property and investment strategist with over a decade of experience in the industry. Also, we put the latest figures and developments before him and examine how Disney's changes the Lagos housing sector, also the demand for housing supply without making affordability even more difficult. Later in the program, we also look at our Words of the Day segments where we explain an important property market term. And in Consumer Corner, we share practical information to help tenants understand the real cost of renting property before they commit.
And today will be another insightful edition you don't want to miss. We will take a short break. When we return, we'll begin with today's real estate news updates. Stay with us. Welcome back here at today's top real estate stories. Nigeria real estate sector is facing complex challenges. This revelation is according to the Nigerian chapter chairman of the newly inaugurated International Real Estate Federation, Ayodeji Odeleye. Speaking at FIA BCI Nigeria 2026 Annual General Meeting in Lagos, Odeleye called for stronger professional standard, transparency and accountability across the sector. He said the organization will focus on strengthening engagement with government, communities and other stakeholders while promoting Nigeria real estate opportunities internationally.
In another development, real estate experts say housing supply and affordability remain major challenges in Nigeria, despite some improvement in the investment climate. Speaking at a real estate roundtable in Lagos, industry stakeholders said demand for residential and commercial property remains strong, but the supply of affordable homes is still inadequate. They attributed the affordability challenge partly to high interest rates, the cost of building materials and prices, professional fees and government charges. They also called for greater financing and access to long-term mortgage financing at more affordable interest rates.
Moving on, real estate and hospitality stakeholders says Nigeria could attract significantly more investment if government address high financing and construction costs, infrastructure deficit, land administration, bottleneck, and regulatory challenges. Aden MC Call Group Managing Director Dr. Edward Akinlade said high interest rates, expensive building materials, and limited access to affordable long-term financing are increasing the cost of developing both residential and commercial properties. He called for faster and more transparent land acquisition and title registration, better infrastructure, and stronger public-private partnership to support large-scale housing development.
And now to round up the real estate news, the Anambra State Police Commander has arrested 4 suspects over the alleged murder of a 56-year-old man in Akoguzu, this Oyi local government area, in a case investigators say is linked to a suspected fraudulent land transaction. According to the report, the investigation followed the man's disappearance and subsequently led police to a suspected land transaction involving the deceased and none of the suspects. The case highlights the risk associated with informal land transactions and the importance of verifying ownership, title documents, and existing claims before purchasing property. The allegations remain subject to investigation and due legal process. And that is today's edition of Real Estate News Update. We take a short break right now, and when we return, we'll go into the discussion proper today.
Welcome back.
still on real estate today. Lagos Housing Affordability Challenge is coming under renewed scrutiny following new research by GTI Investment Group. The report, titled Beyond Rent, Mapping Lagos Housing-Led Capital Expansion, analyzed more than 3,200 rental leasing across 15 zones in Lagos. According to the findings reported on August 2026, rents in Lagos have risen by as much as 120% in 2 years, while wage growth has remained between 7 and 9%. The report also estimates that Lagos faces an annual housing capital shortfall of about 6 trillion naira. Property affordability is also under pressure. GTI puts Lagos property price to income ratio at 90:2 times, compared with 18.4 for Cairo, 11.5 for Nairobi, 5.4 for Cape Town, and 4.2 for Durban. The report says a ratio above 5 is generally considered severely unaffordable. Researchers attributed much of Lagos' property price increase to infrastructure and location premium rather than income growth. The research has therefore shifted the conversation beyond rising rents to a deeper question. Where is the capital needed to build affordable housing, and why is not existing investment translating into sufficient housing supply?
Those figures reveal that Lagos' rental problem is connected to a much wider housing and financing challenge. And today's discussion takes that conversation further.
For years, the conversation around Lagos housing has largely focused on the high cost of rent, but the latest research presents another dimension. GTI says more than 70% of Lagos households are effectively priced out of Lagos of home ownership, while the city housing capital gap is estimated at about 6 trillion naira annually. This means the question is no longer simply, why is rent expensive? We need to ask what is happening across the entire housing system, from land acquisition and infrastructure to financing, development and household income.
And if the market continues to produce properties that a large section of residents cannot afford, then simply increasing the number of buildings may not be enough. So what needs to be changed? That is what we will be examining today.
And joining us today will be Adebiyi Eson, CEO of Kratos Investments and Properties Limited, a seasoned real estate consultant and property investment strategist with over a decade of experience in property acquisition, sales, investment, advisory, property sourcing, and strategic real estate consultancy. We will be right back with our guest.
Hi people, my name is Mo Fakorede and I am a filmmaker and a film director, and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. ConsumerHalla TV is everything consumer advocacy, consumer rights, everything that has to do with consumers. On this TV, you'd watch, you'd learn, be educated, and you'd be entertained. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV.
My name is Olubukola Ozone, a photographer and a social media enthusiast. You're watching ConsumerHalla TV. It's a consumer advocacy TV. If you have a problem, anything, any consumer related problem, just holla at them, just like their name implies, and they're going to get it sorted for you. Keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Joba Jalabi. I'm a marketing communications professional. I currently lead marketing at Flash Change, a fintech startup. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV, a consumer advocacy channel.
Hello, my name is Rotimi. I'm an actor and I am on ConsumerHalla TV. Now, ConsumerHalla TV is a consumer advocacy channel. So if you have any issues, consumer-related issues with brands and services, you can reach out to them and they will be sure to handle it or to cater to you. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Iyebiye Adeton. I'm a film poster designer and illustrator. This is ConsumerHalla TV. It's a consumer advocacy channel. We show content on consumers-based news, entertainment, and all of that. So I urge you guys to stay tuned to ConsumerHalla TV.
My name is Anoluwapo Alao, a sales consultant for Star Times Nigeria. This is a ConsumerHalla TV, where they discuss anything consumer needs and get knowledge about anything about consumer. So keep watching
Hi, my name is Adebola Ogushino. I'm a filmmaker and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. Any consumer related issues, they've got you.
Currently working with Obey, and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. I mean, this is one of the channels that you don't want to but stay on. Consumer advocacy, brand promotion, everything consumer, what you need to learn for your business to grow. This is a channel where you learn, where you experience entertainment too, yeah. But it's good for businesses, for brands, and for an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about businesses, want to know more about brands, please stay watching. All right, thank you so much, ConsumerHalla TV. Keep watching.
Hello, good day. My name is Tunde Balogun. I'm the lead pastor at the Kingsborough Church in London. And you're watching ConsumerHalla TV, which is a new initiation into the
Welcome back to Real Estate Today on ConsumerHalla TV, and joining us on the conversation right now is Adebi Eson, CEO of Kratos Investments and Properties Limited. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, so today we're discussing something that's very crucial in the world of property and real estate. So Elizabeth,
welcome back again. Yeah. The latest GTI research estimates that Lagos has an annual housing Lagos has an annual housing capital shortfall of about 6 trillion naira, while more than 70% of households are effectively priced out of home ownership. Now the question is, at the same time, the report says property prices have been driven significantly by location and infrastructure premiums rather than income growth. When you put these figures together, what is the fundamental problem with the way housing is currently being produced and financed in Lagos?
Well, thank you very much for that question, because it's a very big problem, because they are building housing on, many people cannot afford it. And then building material, the investors, the developers are putting all the high costs on the people. And sometimes the land cost, like some areas, so high. When you purchase a land and it's too high, and the financial capital is not being there to access, and all these developers has a way to get their fund, they will still put it on the property price, and this always skyrockets and then bring about a lot of high cost of living in that area. And then let's say the main issue is just affordable homes for the consumers.
All right, so you highlighted some of the problems that we could say they have contributed to the high increase in rents in Lagos State. And if you look at it now, because the rental market itself, from GTI's research, shows that Lagos rents have risen by as much as 120%, which is really high, and that is just within 2 years, in the space of 2 years, while the wages have grown by only 7 to 9%, and that is really a significant gap between what people earn and what they are expected to spend on housing. So what is driving this divergence, and how sustainable can a rental market remain when housing costs are rising so much faster than household income? We've mentioned the fact that, when it comes to building materials, it's high, but if you look at income, it does not really tally with what people can afford. So what's really like the main issue here?
You know that in this situation now, because of which I've mentioned, that the high cost of land, not accessibility of financial for the developers, at the end of the day, what's always really happened to this kind of a thing is just that it will bring about, I'll still say it's still going to bring about the rent because of the cost of building. Like, for example, now, I'm still always asking a question that what's going on in our country, a country that we are not importing anything to produce cement, and cement is high today. I think a bag of cement is 15,500. And how? Why? And the government are not even looking at that area. Those are the things that is causing, because all these things that we are using to build and is not being imported, because every time they'll say it's because of the importation, whatever, but right now we have it here in our own country, and we don't know. We are trying to, sometimes I ask the question, what's the factor that is causing this high cost of all these building materials? Because it still boils down to that place. And then, another thing that is causing that too is high demand. The governments are not building any, back in the days, you see housing estates, medium housing estates, low cost housing estates. That time it really regulates the rental pricing. And then, but these days, you see more of the private sector that comes in building and with their own fund, not even getting the fund. So they are getting their own fund from their own source, and they want to get the return. When they bid today, they want to get it back quickly. So and it's not sustainable. I will just tell you the fact, it's not sustainable, because you just see people start leaving some areas back to probably some places that is far away so that they can get cheaper house rent. So it's not sustainable in any way.
Yeah, so before Elizabeth goes ahead to ask that question, I know she has questions too. So you're trying to say more that if we have more government initiatives for housing, it will, the rise of rentals would drastically reduce, rather than just having private investment in all of it. So do you then think that government-private partnership, which is like public-private partnership, is the solution to it, rather than we having more private investment?
Government partnership with the private is more, it's going to affect the cost of rent, and it's going to help us have more of this buildings that people can is sustainable for people, because you know, no matter when government comes in, you subsidize with. And then one thing, this private sector too, they should give them they should be able to fund them. That's where that partnership comes in. You understand? Because when you get a loan and using it, and you know how much you're going to be paying on interest, you will put the cost on the consumers. So that's where the government should partner with the private
which
sector.
is like in form of a mortgage plan.
Yeah.
I think I love the idea whereby it said government initiative should also fall in. But then I think there've been some updates, some news speculating about the public-private sector trying to work in hand, coming together for real estate and all of that, which I don't think is now in place. Just like he said that is the only solution to the problem. And then, like he mentioned, he said private sectors being the only burden on it, and that can also inflate another charge.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I'm putting all my income on it. I want to make more money. I need my money back.
Yeah.
So that is actually another reason he stated.
One thing, it's not that the government are not building, but the amount they are,
it's not substantial.
It's not substantial. The private sector is more dominant. I believe that the government is supposed to be the one to dominate. And when they dominate, you know, all these things, no matter how it will start in a way. But we don't want to go into that so much, because there's some other factors too. Because, you know, these people in the government too, they are the ones still coming at the back door, from back door to come and be building and all that. And then, you know, and that's
so
what
at the end of the day, it's still more or less like even the corruption is still within that sector.
It's still within it. So it's really causing a problem for that housing. And then one more thing too, at the road infrastructure, because if there's transportation, it will be, for example, I can be working in Lagos and be living in Ibadan. Thank God that they have done the train transportation, but they are not doing it properly. Because where you take the train down to Ibadan, you drop before you get what I'm saying. You know, proper infrastructure on that area should be
more road networks.
Okay, now Lagos is not short of real estate activity. There is construction, there is land development, there are new estate and private housing projects coming up across the states. Yet affordability remains a major problem. Are we actually facing a shortage of housing, or a shortage of housing at the price point and locations where majority of Lagos residents can afford to live? I think you've made mention of transportation being accessible and all of that. So now the point is the shortage of housing at the price point and location where majority of Lagos residents can afford to live. Are we actually facing a shortage of housing, or a shortage of housing at the price point and location?
I would still say probably the both we are facing. Because mostly we say, let me just speak on the pricing. Because a lot of people can afford the one that is available, and they will be forced to move to further place, because where they cannot afford is around their workplace, but they couldn't afford it. They will have to. So that let us say we should talk about that part, because we spoke about some people. The private sector is the one building, and then they want to get their return. Because if you want to invest, when you are investing, there's a time limit for you to get your return back.
All right, so you mentioned getting returns, the cost and all that, and you know there are many factors to responsible, because you still have to hit the nail. You talk about location, which she asked, you talk about shortage, the price. Now so many factors, because if you look at it, it's not as if there's no land development, there's no construction going on. But let's look at so many factors. We have land, infrastructure, construction, and financing, which is very important, which we talked about mortgage plan earlier. So all of this contributes to final cost of a building or a property, which we've highlighted. So now, if we were to resolve all of these issues, we have different factors coming together. So would you rather say we are looking at pricing or the rent being paid by customer? Which part of this chain should government and private sector address first when it comes to this, by bringing down the cost of housing rather than just simply making housing available at higher prices? If you are looking at all of these chains we've highlighted, which one should we look at first? Because you mentioned the cost of building materials, which everybody is privy to. We all know that, but at the end of the day, which should we address to? Because locations and all of these things, they matter also.
In a way, government has a lot of work to do in this aspect. They need to reduce some unnecessary charges. Because when I was investigating all this high price in building materials, and I said exportation, you'll be saying duty and all that, but we are having everything here. What's going on? But we having it here. Government are, there's some kind of charges that the government are putting on the private sector in that area, especially those people that are producing it, and then they should reduce that
in terms of taxation.
Yes, they should reduce that, because at least if they can reduce the cost of these charges, it will be like a form of subsidizing for the consumers. So if they reduce it, it will force them to reduce the pricing of these building materials. And then too, they should build, in developed countries, their policies. They need to bring up some kind of policy, because sometimes when there's no policy to control all this,
there are tenancy laws anyway. There are tenancy laws in Nigeria, and I think they are trying to reform some of these laws. And I think that is the place you are coming in now, talking about
that tenancy law. I'll tell you that there's some tenancy law that is even, if I tell you, there's a lawyer that you invited here one day, and then I was watching and the way I was looking at her, probably she's trying to defend those people that owns the properties. The tenancy law, some properties in Ikoyi, some parts of Ireland, that is not even, they're not using it there. Some on mainland, they are different. Like for example, when you guys talks about the increments, it's there, 20% of your sitting tenant. Landlord can increase 20% after 3 years before you can increase. So you increasing 50, 100% is bad. So you can, it's there in the tenancy law. You can contest it, and you speak to your landlord or the agent in charge or the whoever that you can speak to negotiate the price, and then speak to them. Sometimes we human in Nigeria, we don't go to, like for example, where I come from, we don't go to court and come back to be friends. So you know how to, dialogue with the owner of the house, and then make sure that you find a common ground for the both of you.
All right, sir. So this is real estate today, and this conversation is getting more insights. We're talking about rents. Everybody's concerned there, stakeholders, individuals, citizens, private sectors. But before we dive more into this conversation, let's go on a short break right now. We'll be right back.
Hi people, my name is Mo Fakorede and I am a filmmaker and a film director, and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. ConsumerHalla TV is everything consumer advocacy, consumer rights, everything that has to do with consumers. On this TV, you'll watch, you'll learn, you'll be educated, and you'll be entertained. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV.
My name is Olubukola Ozone, a photographer and a social media enthusiast. You're watching ConsumerHalla TV. It's a consumer advocacy TV. If you have a problem, any consumer related problem, just holla at them, just like their name implies, and they're going to get it sorted for you. Keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Joba Jalabi. I'm a marketing communications professional. I currently lead marketing at Flash Change, a fintech startup. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV, a consumer advocacy channel.
Hello, my name is Rotimi. I'm an actor and I am on ConsumerHalla TV. Now, ConsumerHalla TV is a consumer advocacy channel, so if you have any issues, consumer related issues,
today, and we're looking at Lagos rent crisis. Why are rents rising? And I know most consumers really do want a say or want to know the reason why, and that is why we are being joined by Mr. Esson, still here with us. Now, there's also this question of long-term financing at the recent housing forum where the GTI report was presented. It was noted that Nigeria pension assets has exceeded 31 trillion naira, where actual exposure to real estate is estimated at about 5%. The report says existing rules permit investment in instruments including RETs, mortgages, asset-backed securities within prescribed limits. Why isn't more of this long-term capital finding its way into housing? And what could need to change for institutional investment to significantly increase housing supply?
Well, I would say first, they have a cheaper mortgage for the consumers. It's your, because sometimes all these mortgage institute, they always, it's really high in that when people want to get a mortgage, they will come, they will look at it and think about it again and said, this thing is too high, because when they are calculating it to what they are having and how to go about it, they will just leave it and they will still be living their life instead of having it. And in our country here, we don't know that mortgage is something that a lot of people are even tapping into. Maybe more awareness for them to know. You understand? And then longer repayments. Yeah. Because sometimes when it's too short, and the mortgage is always having interest. So no matter how, and then I guess when you want to get a mortgage, they will first ask your age. I think one time that they will know the particular age and they will look at the years. That's what they were using, calculating the years that we used to. Because I think when I approached them one time like that, they asked my age, they look at it, my medical report, I have to have it. You have to have all those medical reports and see what you are having and all that. And then they have to calculate and see, okay, let's see how you can. And you have your proof of fund, how your income is. Yes. So and that's where sometimes the government have to come into that kind of a sector, so that if anybody want to take a mortgage, all these things that we always subsidize, you can subsidize for people here too. You remove subsidy from oil sector, and then the next thing you are saying that you are giving it to the governors, local governments. We are not saying anything. If you put it inside some areas for you to subsidize all these things for us, then we will be happy. And then everybody will be able to go and say, okay, for example now, I learned that there's a grant from the federal government to the local government. And you know that the local governments are not even doing anything on it by making people aware. Those are the things that is really happening. Because if we talk about these things now, some people doesn't even know what is called mortgage. Yeah. That's where that place. And then more accessible housing finance. You know that this mortgage thing and housing finance is different from each other. You understand? So, you know, like we always do something in real estate that somebody has a land, doesn't have the money to develop it. Okay, probably these days nobody is building on one plot anymore. You understand? You have a plot of land or 1.5 plot of land or something, and then, or you just have to go to an institute that's when if the government puts on that kind of, instead of that grant sitting down in that local government, and some people are waiting to share it between themselves, because even though you have what it takes to get the grant, they still going to, some people will still collect something on it. If you apply for 5 million and you can get 5 million, maybe 3 million will be getting to you. You understand? So you know how all these things are, and before you know it, they'll start pointing to the federal government, and which he has done his own bit. So now, what I'm saying is that this kind of thing, you have a land, you cannot develop it. They should create an institute that somebody can go there and say, okay, I have a land, I want to build this thing. Like for example, there's some banks and some institutes that if you want to pay your rent and you don't have the rent now, you can apply. They will pay the rent for you and you pay it back. We have done it for some people.
With returns or interest rates?
But the interest rate is low.
Yes, that is
very, very low. There. You understand? One app loan. It was not an app before. Before they came like microfinance bank.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the name of the.
You might not necessarily have to say that.
They came like that and they start giving us awareness and all that. Then I approached them and I said, okay, I want to be having this for my clients. That's okay. We test run it with a guy, and every year they will be the one to pay.
Wow.
Because I have a property that they are. So I'll just sit there and I'll say that, okay, this guy, I've gotten it. It's the one that will pay it back. There's a way they are collecting it back, because when you are a salary earner, because the salary earners are the one that face a lot of things that they don't get. At the end of the day, they walk all through their life and they will not have anything to show for it. So most of them, if they can get this kind of initiative, it will help.
Okay, so this right now, is part of the housing finance you are talking about, which is from mortgage plan.
Yes.
So so the loan they trying to pay for you is like housing finance. Is there another housing finance apart from these that people might not be privy to know?
For now, there's not any housing finance that, because there's another one that they call it JV.
Okay.
But it's private. It's still the private sector. You know, all these developers, you have to get developer to say, okay, I have a land, I want you to build this. They will have an agreement. The
number of years sometimes.
Even sometimes you can build. They can build 2. You take one. I take one. Like if you have a plot of land, nobody is building on a plot of land these days. I have plots of lands, so you can just approach one developer and said, okay, I have this land and I want, you will check the area, it depends on the area, and the man will look at it and say, okay, this is the amount that I can use to build these 2 houses, okay? This house, if I sell it, I'll get my money back and my return.
So now the point is it's not like there's no mortgage plans, but the rules that back it up or the follow up that backs it up is just the procedures.
The procedures.
Yes, it's just too much, and people have to rethink it before they actually say, oh, I want to go for this. And you said some of these mortgage plans, they don't give enough time for you to spread your payments.
Yes.
And that could actually be one of the reasons why most consumers
don't go for it. They just stay away from it.
All right, so it's very also important that we know you've mentioned the fact that okay, when it comes to tenancy laws, this might not be applicable everywhere.
No.
We've mentioned some of the factors that when you look at housing and transportation, because you look at the fact that when it comes to the central Lagos, houses are very expensive in that sense. So now let's look at it this way. When you look at supply problem, which is very crucial, and the affordability gap, the financing, land, infrastructure, and urban planning. So, but for the average Lagos resident who simply wants decent housing without spending an unsustainable proportion of their income, we've highlighted some of these housing finance for them. So, for instance, if you had the opportunity to influence Lagos building strategy for the next 5 years, from your own perspective now, as someone who is into investment, housing, and all of these things, so what are the 3 changes you would prioritize, and who needs to take responsibility for making all of these changes effective?
Well, I've mentioned a lot of things earlier.
Yeah, but personally for you now?
I'm talking from my personal view, and then what I can do, policy first to control when it comes from the cost of the building material, reducing some charges on these building materials, subsidizing. I've said it. I said you are subsidizing a lot of things in that aspect. Living will be very easy in Lagos, and then the transportation aspect, because all of us want to live in Lagos. In US, some people are working in New York, and they will come all the way from another state to come and work, and after work, everybody. So if we can have a proper transportation infrastructure, I can say I'm living in Abeokuta. House is cheap over there. I see a lot of houses are cheap over there that you can buy. You have the money, you can buy, but you want to still squeeze yourself in Lagos. So if that is put in place, you can transport yourself from Lagos down to that place, and you are still working in Lagos, and you'll be faster. You understand? Now, let us now come down. I just want to put it in a layman way of thing. You see, there are some, I don't want to be using all this, what they have been using in our government. They will say, cabals. They have cabals too in the real estate sector that they don't want. They don't just want.
I mean, more like gatekeepers.
Yes. So they are blocking a lot of things, and that must be checkmate. So that tomorrow it will not cause a problem. We are getting to a place and we don't know what's going on. Everybody wants to stay in Lagos. Everybody wants to, but they are pushing them out. Because, for example, a 2-bedroom apartment, 4 million naira. A 2-bedroom apartment, 4 million naira. So how will you afford that? So I've said it. The main thing is just policy, quality control, agency that will, and then awareness. Because there are a lot of things that we discuss. They will discuss it online, they discuss it on TV, no awareness. Because a lot of people doesn't go on internet, even though when we see the percentages rising every day, how many people that will sit down and be listening. But when we go to the grassroots and give awareness of whatever you are giving us, like for example, the grants I said is at the federal, local governments now. They are saying the government are not doing good. They are not. Nobody is aware of that. The information is really little. So the awareness always spread the information, because there are a lot of things that is going on in real estate, and because the government will say, but when they watch this, they'll say, we are doing this and now that. You see some houses is very, and at the end of the day, you just see that some people will just occupy it because it's not being rolled out. It's more awareness on it that, we are doing this, you can come and get this, you can come and get that. Because all these people that is in these ministries, they are like, as you have called them, gatekeeper, I call them cabas. So they need to break them. We need to break them. Because that's one thing. I'll first break them first with policy.
And I think I quite agree with him, because most of the time, most people always focus on federal government.
Yes.
The government but then we
the state government, local
government,
government,
the
grassroots
itself. And he has also made mention of whereby transportation and all of that. Everybody wants to stay in Lagos, and there is popular demand.
It's high. Lagos is the commercial hub.
Yes, so everybody wants to stay.
Exactly. So if 3 to 5 people want a particular apartment, obviously there will be like an increase instantly in it. So he has already listed most reasons why everything happens this way, transportation, and just look at it, just like he said, if there is more sufficient transportation, there won't be all this traffic and all of that. Because when everywhere is being congested, this thing, all these are also factors that.
No, you actually have to lay more emphasis on that, so that those
and then,
three crucial points are important.
I demand true can when there's high demand. There was a time on the island when everybody was leaving the island because of the water, the flood. Everybody left island and they came down to mainland. Do you know that the rent had to come down? Because there was one time the flood was so much that they thought it's going to sweep. So everybody now left island and said, I'm tired of this. Even people that owns their own building, they left island and come back to the mainland. You understand? And at the end of the day, the pricing, the rent price went down because nobody is even taking it. So if government can come in and subsidize this, which I will still talk about, we need more hands of government in this. And like I've said, let us go and be checking all these, our local government and our governors. Let's forget this federal. They will not come down and come and help us. There are a lot of things that is there. If we start talking about it, you start seeing a lot of things that they have done and put in place that we don't know. We've reviewed a lot of things here right now, but if we keep focusing on them, thinking that there will be a messiah down here, no. Because you said something, I like what you said, that we need to go to our grassroots and let's go and meet them there. We heard this, what is going on here. How do we go about it? And if you couldn't get it, there's a place that you can report the matter.
All right. So.
Thank you so much, Mr. Esson, for joining us on Real Estate today and sharing your perspective. It was an honor, like having you right here. You explained, sharing your own parts. It was really an insightful edition.
Thank you very much.
And we hope that everybody concerned, stakeholders, government agencies, everybody would, begin to crack the nut, because at the end of the day, we have to ensure that once we have safer home for everyone, we have a safer country. Because our scene, especially in Lagos State, is something we really need to look into. So thank you for sharing your perspective once again, and at least hearing from an expert, you get to know that yes, a lot needs to be done. A lot to be done. And look forward to seeing you more on our episodes.
I'm available anytime you call me.
All right.
And we are here to enlighten ourselves and then move the country forward.
All right. So you've been having a very good time on the show today. But you know what is Real Estate today without word of the day? So we just displayed that on the screen right now. And okay, after then we go to our consumer corner. But let's go on a short break right now. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. So those are practical considerations every tenant should make before committing to a property, because the true cost of housing goes beyond the figure written on the tenancy agreement.
Today's discussion has shown that Lagos rent crisis is much bigger than the amount a tenant pays its landlord. It is connected to housing supply, land, infrastructure, financing, location, and the gap between property prices and household income.
And if housing costs continue to rise faster than incomes, affordability will remain one of the biggest challenges facing residents of Lagos.
For consumers, the lesson is simple. Before committing to a property, don't just look at the rent. Look at the total cost of living there and whether it is sustainable for your income, and create more awareness. Join us again next time as we continue to simplify real estate and bring you the information you need to make informed property decisions. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
And I am Iremofeko Forola, but trust me, the conversation continues. Go to our comment section. What's your perspective, or what do you think